Welcome everybody to our latest session of the Restoration of Cariele. As usual, we'll do a quick recap of what occurred last week, and then we will get started. So team, when we started up last week, you guys were actually over in the capital in Cerilia. You had made your way back there to take care of a little bit of an issue that Blixel had in his most recent foray into the underground of the Stone Crown Mountains. So while you guys were there, you guys did a little bit of kind of shopkeeping kind of duties, or just kind of refilling on things. Spent a few days downtime there waiting for this individual who had the ability to restore Blixel's vision using some very potent magic. Took out a loan from the treasury. So a lot of kind of, bookkeeping type stuff. And then decided to make your way back to the Stone Crown Mountains. Your primary goal with this was you wanted to try to kill the Grell to make sure that once you finally get your miners into the area where the gold is located, that they're not going to have constant issues or all be wiped out because there's some horrific hungry creature that is wandering around in this area. So you guys made your way back. You did have every time you guys travel from the capital to this location, it's a little bit over a day's journey. So usually you guys get pretty close, then sleep out the night, and then like an hour or two the next morning gets you back into the underground tunnels under the Stone Crown Mountains. So with that in mind, you guys did camp out. While camping out and keeping watch, Blixel was able to see a torch sort of bobbing, indicating that somebody was moving, not necessarily running, but also not moving super slow. And perhaps more than one individual. It was hard to say exactly. Their path would have taken them close to your camp, maybe 50 feet or so away. But ultimately you guys decided, or Blixel, I should say, decided to wake up a couple of companions. And then he eventually decided to cast a dancing light sort of out and intercept them the way they were heading. They seemed to be alerted when they spotted this and kind of turned and went a different direction. Not back the way they came, but more a wide range away from your tents and your campsite. You guys essentially said, yeah, that's good enough for you, not too worried about them. So yeah, that was your only real issue as you slept overnight. You guys woke up in the morning and then made your way back into the underground tunnels. With that complete, you guys made your way back to what you believe to be the Grell's lair. Once again, it was not there, much like the last time you came through hoping it was there. You guys had some debate amongst yourselves of what exactly to do. There was some ideas of perhaps also purging all the Orogs from the area. So it was a question of whether heading there to kill the Orogs or continue exploring. So you guys eventually decided to make your way over to the eastern part of the tunnels. So you guys traveled through that long distance once again, past the area with the ghost troll, dealing with the dreadful climb up the rope, which was entertaining if nothing else. You guys then got past that, made your way to this area that we are calling the Long Tunnels, which essentially is about 2-ish miles of just tunnels that kind of run the gamut here, though. So long, kind of narrow, then they widen. A little bit of areas where it's not perfectly straight. You're kind of doing little twisty arounds kind of deal. All that is to say that this is certainly not just a simple kind of area. There's a lot of, twists and turns, that sort of thing. But you guys made your way through navigating that, no issues. Once you made your way over to past all those long tunnels, you found yourself in an area of more kind of widening area. And the first thing that really got your attention was the large webbing that was to your south. Once you spotted this, I'm sure many of you immediately started thinking spider or spiders, and we're trying to plan exactly what to do. Some thoughts about throwing some fire there, perhaps to burn it down. Ultimately, you guys decided because there was a way you could pass underneath it without disturbing it, that you would do that instead. Made your way around and started hearing this sort of like clacking sound. And there was a real question of it was a precise clacking or maybe a clapping or some other kind of sound, but it was definitely a clacking sound. And eventually, with Serena in front, she kind of called out, thinking whatever was making this clacking sound might be friendly, perhaps, or at least not immediately hostile. However, upon alerting the individuals to the group's presence, the group pretty quickly noticed a bunch of bugs coming around both the north and the south They seem to be pretty adept climbers. They could climb up the edges pretty easily. And yeah, they had these mandibles. There were these golden bugs, they golden in color, and they had these mandibles that clacked together. You guys pretty quickly realized that when enough of them grouped together, they could, all of them individually could even do this, but when they grouped together, it was much more potent and dangerous. But they could unleash this thunderous attack. Think of this as almost like a sonic attack by clasping their mandibles all together at the same time. It was just a burst forth of sonic energy, and this was used to pretty good effect against you guys. Hurting you, but the bugs themselves not too strong, so pretty quickly it became bug squishing season between Cerilia and the melee characters coming on in and kind of smashing and just demolishing them that way. And then we also had a couple of fireballs, I believe it was, dropped to incinerate bugs en masse. Even though there were more bugs trickling from both directions each round, eventually you guys wore their numbers down and had killed all of the bugs. With that complete, you guys then checked back to the web area. Cerilia was able to determine that this area likely was a spider's lair at some type, perhaps even a spider colony, but it seems as though these bugs have taken over. There were remnants even of spider corpses that had been pretty much totally destroyed from the bugs eating them, but enough remnants left that Cerilia was able to piece together that information. Most importantly, however, there was some very thick spider webbing identified on the east side of the web. You guys decided to hack through it, get to there, separate it, and it turned out that this was just very thickly spun spider silk, which you guys realized you could sell for some decent money, or it's also known for something of this high quality could be turned into a magical item by a capable individual, perhaps back at Cariele. So with that knowledge in hand, you guys took that silk collection and put it into your bags. You guys continued searching this area, spotted a little bit more webs, a little bit more residue of dead spiders, eventually spotted a beetle, another one of these beetles that was solid stone. That was odd. You guys kind of went the other way from there and spotted, after a very long twisting tunnel, some giant slugs. Once you encountered these giant slugs, they weren't immediately hostile. There was some debate about whether attacking them or just trying to kind of move past them. You also noticed a gathering amount of green in the walls in various spots, and this seemed to indicate the presence of acid collections, maybe pools of acid, being behind the walls there. Once you got up close to the slugs, Cerilia in particular, the slugs watched very closely but did not attack. However, because they were kind of always on the move, moving around a little bit here and there, they did block your ability to just move past them easily. You would likely have to push past them. At that point, you guys decided not to do that. However, you did spot pools of acid, a large pool of acid in that area. So it seems as though the amount of acid is growing as you're going south from there. You guys essentially decided to turn back around, made your way back towards the stone bug, passed by that, finding many more stone bugs, went east from there, found another long twisting tunnel. You got to the end of that twisting tunnel and realized that it was going to just keep going. You're not sure quite how far it was going to go, but decided that was good enough to kind of track back and see what else was in this immediate area. Once you did that, you guys could start to realize you must be getting closer to perhaps the source of what was turning these bugs to stone, as this has been one of you guys' theories. By asking Cerilia, she mentioned 3 different potential creatures that could be known to turn things to stone. She mentioned a gorgon, a medusa, or a basilisk. And when Cerilia finally made her way around this corner, she did indeed run into a very large lizard creature with stone skin. So perhaps that's one of those 3. But yeah, team, that's my quick recap of what occurred last week. Is there anything I missed? Anybody would like to add?
Just that in the morning time, Blixel found the tracks of the people with the torch. And it seemed like maybe multiple humanoids.
Yes, okay, yep, good enough for me. Go and take inspiration there, Blixel. Yes, you did indeed want to go and spot that area out after having spotted that torch the previous night. And yes, you did find a few sets of tracks. It was difficult to follow them too far, but yeah, it certainly seemed as though they were moving away from you guys. Anybody else? Okay, hearing nothing else, let me go ahead and deal out a card to everybody. And actually, you know what might be kind of fun? Let's just try this, unless anybody has big objections. What do you guys think about today if I give everybody 2 cards?
Just don't give me 2 red ones. We'll be fine, Adam.
It's totally random. Let's try. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, we'll just kind of test this out. We'll see if we like it or not. We don't have to stick with this, but just for something a little bit different. All right, here comes 2 cards to everybody.
Just for the holiday seasons, right?
There you go. Yeah, it's like early Christmas, right? Okay, pretty cool. Okay, I think that's going to be interesting. A little bit more in the mix. Okay, team. Yeah, that's what we have. Let's go ahead and bring you guys back over to where we left off. And of course, since we're going right into an up-tempo moment here, I'm going to go ahead and change our music out. Okay, that seems up-tempo enough. All right, folks, let's go ahead and get everybody into initiative order. Team is a little bit spread out at the moment.
Are we going into initiative right away?
We are, yes.
I'm going to spend a card.
All right, feel free to throw a card. Okay, you've spent the Rally the Troops card, so you and your group gain advantage on your next saving throw within 1 minute. All right, so I'll just ask everybody to give yourself a purple bubble for now, and if you spend that advantage on a saving throw, go ahead and remove your purple bubble. That's how we will know who still has this effect and who does not.
So we don't get turned to stone.
What's wrong with stone?
Okay, so as you guys are moving through this area and it gets to this current position, whether it's the sound of maybe movement or it's the sound of somebody, perhaps Serena calling out that she's spotted something, Blixil, you are the first to react. Making sure our tokens are unlocked there. Yep, there you are.
And that's coming from the north.
So as a reminder, you guys came from the northeast and you guys were moving southwest. So I would say you hear that sound echoing from your southwest.
Okay. Is it possible for me to get down from here to the next level?
So let's see. I'm gonna move Saline for just 1 moment. So that's actually going up. So yeah, you're climbing up based on the way I'm looking at those stairs. So that looks to be an up to me. So you could grab onto the edge and pull yourself up. It's not super high, but it would be like a difficult terrain square.
Okay. And then like I just can't move my token past the barrier, I guess.
All right, count that as 10 feet. Now you should be past the barrier.
Right. What's going on?
We got company. We got company.
I guess he will dash to here. That's the end of his turn.
Okay, next up is Saline.
All right, we're going 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And Saline is concerned that she doesn't know what's going on, but if she hears Serena calling out that we've got company, I guess I will spend my turn casting Bless on the 3 people I can see. So myself, Tavard, and Blixel. shall be
Ooh,
blessed.
I believe that has a limit of 30 feet, if I remember correctly.
Am I? That might be the case. Hang on. Oops. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yes, it does. So I have 5 more feet of movement, so I will move 5 more feet. And then I can do it. So now I should be in range.
Now you are legal.
Alright. So we are casting Bless on the 3 of us.
Thank you, thank you. I got a purple dot. I'm blessed. Boy, I'm ready to go.
Bad news, ladies and germs. I do not have Bless prepared because we had a cleric on our team, so I did
Ooh.
not prepare it. But I sure thought I did.
That's
So
an Uno
instead,
reverse card right there.
whoops.
Wait a second. I just thanked you a second ago. I'm taking my thank you back.
Yeah, that's fine. In that case, I will simply. Is there anything else I can prepare or prepare to cast? She doesn't want to run full bore ahead, so instead,
Get down here, you guys see this?
instead, I will. We're going to spend the once per day protective ward on Tavard since he's probably going to run in. So we'll do that at 3rd level. So you get 11 plus 4, so 15 temporary hit points, and you cannot be critically struck while you have those hit points.
Nice. I'm gonna say thank you again. My gosh,
I wanted
it's
the
like,
thank you back, which is
it's
exactly
like
why I did that.
Christmas, dude.
And that is a bonus action, so I still have my action, so I will spend that to dash back around the corner. Let's stop here so I can get to the team if necessary.
Okay, Gordon. Gordon is furiously examining the stone wall to his west silently.
Yeah, if you're talking or anything, Brian, we can't hear you. I don't see you lighting up though either.
Drop him a quick note that we can't hear him, and maybe it's just a little tech issue.
There he is.
Now we can hear you.
Oh, yeah. Just it's computers. Just keep doing the same thing 3 times. It'll work. I got 10 more feet of movement. I'm gonna go here. Right now, I see 3 people: 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I want to thank you, and I get Serena, Blixel, Tavard.
Oh, feel all tingly.
Thank you.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, now that'll end my turn.
All right, Serena, as you start your turn, having spotted this creature and noticing it kind of close to you, you see its eyes raise up and you can see this really strange light going in your direction from its eyes. Is there anything you do immediately?
Look away.
Okay, you look away, so now you are considered to be blinded to the creature. You may take your turn.
I think it's a basilisk. Do we want to fight this thing or should we run away? I'm scared.
Kill it. We
Go
can
ahead.
mount it in the council chambers.
We get all kind of blessings and purple dots on us. Go kill it.
Okay. Can she approach while looking at the ground so that she...
Yes.
Okay.
All right,
That's
and
probably close enough.
as you move up, Serena, why don't you go ahead and spend your red card?
No, thank you.
No, thank you for Adam.
I was too zoomed in. I kind of just... Okay, good.
No worries. Hey, it showed up again. All right, everybody has Bill's luck for the next minute. So remember, if you roll a 1 or a 2, so we'll just be watching our rolls in the window there. And if it's a 2 even, that will count as a fumble.
Great. Okay,
Alright.
I'm gonna rage.
Okay, so you can teleport up to 30 feet that you can see, keeping in mind that you're not looking towards the creature. So I would say you can't teleport anywhere closer to the creature. You could, of course, teleport away from it, though.
What about like here or
You
like
could move
here?
south as much as you like. You can't move any more west because you'd have to be looking that way.
Okay, I'll just kind of loop over here just to destabilize him.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna start swinging blindly, I guess. That's how that works.
Indeed, yes. The first swing, as you're trying not to look, will miss. And the second one will also miss.
Great. This is hard, guys. All right. Guess that'll do it.
Just don't look at it.
How am I supposed to fight it?
Alrighty, on the creature's turn, you're going to hear the sound of a large movement nearby you. And as it gets closer to you, lashing out first with its claws, you can feel this just huge swoop in the air. You try to dodge these, but it's quite difficult, Serena. Give me 2 defensive rolls at disadvantage, please.
Hey, Adam, I'd like to go ahead and use my card first.
Sure. All right, you have spent the coordinated defense card. You and your group gain a +1 bonus on defense rolls for the next minute. Okay, that shall work. We'll give you +1 on those rolls, Serena.
I was going to save it, but I think Serena may need it for now,
Thank you.
Okay, so the first one will indeed hit you, even on an 8. So this is a claw. And you will take 7 slashing, cut down to 3 since you're raging. And then a second claw attack at disadvantage. That will also hit you.
For that one, can I...
She does it at bless, too.
That doesn't help defense rolls, though.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Was there something you wanted to do on that one, Serena?
I was thinking like a hero point.
Sure, yeah. If you want to burn a reaction and spend a hero point on that, I'll let you. I kind of clicked it a little bit too fast. All right, so that puts you up to a 14. That does burn your action. Unfortunately, that will not work, so you will still suffer that 9, cut down to 4. And then the third attack, which is a bite, you can feel the creature's maw just get really close to you, and you can feel this very strange, like almost terrible odor. It just smells almost like swamp water as it gets close to you. I'll need a third defense roll at disadvantage.
This thing stinks.
This will also hit you, Serena. That is going to be 12 piercing, cut down to 6, plus 4 poison, which I don't believe you have resistance against that. So that is going to be 6 + 4, 10 damage to you, Serena. Okay, Tabard, your turn. That would count as 2 spaces because you won't be able to move through that. So I think you're at 40 feet there, if I calculated that right, or 35 if you want to go there.
Yep. 35, 40. That'll be 45 then.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to do patient defense for obvious reasons. I don't want to be a one-trick pony, but you know what? It works so good, right?
And are you currently looking at the creature?
Don't look at it.
I am currently looking at the creature.
Okay.
And I am going to go ahead and do my 2 Grandfather Warhammer attacks here.
Okay, these will be at advantage, so a 19 will hit. Wounding the creature. And a 26, of course, will hit. Wounding the creature a second time.
Oh.
And with my interact with object, I'm going to put my finger up at it. You know, just go ahead and wave it hello. So that'll end my turn.
Okay, top of the next round, Blixel.
All right, he's gonna run around the corner with his head looking down.
All right, so you would be considered blinded to the creature then.
And I'll just rush up with the mocking blade and try to stab him. So disadvantage.
That will be a fumble. Okay, so no huge issue because you're not looking right now anyway.
Okay. He's going to, I guess, draw his other short sword and take a bonus action swing with it.
Okay. That will also miss.
Okay. And that is it.
Okay, Saline.
All right, we are coming back around the corner. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Count that
30?
as 30 because you kind of cut the wall there. So move back 5,
here?
please. Yes.
Okay, so this is 30 here.
Yes. Yeah, this space here, you can't go like this. So you'd have to go around. So, yep.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, we're trying to get down there. But can I hear the shouting more clearly now? Is it like coming still from the southwest or?
I don't know that anybody's shouting, but I would say you hear the echoes of fighting certainly coming from your southeast at this point.
South?
Yeah, I'll point this way as he
Okay.
passes me.
I did yell, just if you look up above Blixel's attack there, I says I yelled, it's hurt.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So there's not a lot I can do if I can't see where the battle is happening right now. So I will just dash to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll stop here. Next
Okay.
turn, I promise I'll contribute, guys. I'm coming.
All right, Gordon.
All right, 5, 10, 15 to there. 20, 25 to there. 30 to there. I'm
And are
going
you
to
currently
look at him.
looking? Okay.
Yes, because I'm going to cast this spell. So I see the creature. I'm like, oh my god! I'm start doing my magical words. And it's all I'm doing now, and I'm just verbal components. I am going to try to blindness and deafness it. I'm going to try to blind him.
Nice.
Okay, spell effect roll, please.
And as he's doing that, I will play my first card.
Yes. Should I wait or roll?
I dragged it and I dropped it somewhere.
Gotcha. All
I
right,
love
penetrating magic. So you and your group gain a +1 bonus on spell effect rolls for the next minute. All right, one thing I can say for sure is more cards means we're actually playing more cards now. I like it. Okay, so +1
Yeah, I do
on
I
the
like a
spell
lot
effect roll.
more purple.
This seems important.
So an 18 will fail. So he succeeds on this save.
Can I please, knowing that it's a failure, add some dice to that
How so?
with a hero point?
I always forget.
Did we go? We always do this, don't we?
Yeah, because this is something that doesn't come up a ton. So I'm always like, what did we
Well,
say?
it's on my turn. I think that's one of the things, right? Like at least it has to be on your turn.
So it says, okay, so number 3, a hero point can be spent on a player's turn to add a bonus to a single attack roll, saving throw, or ability check, not spell effect roll. So I don't think we allow this on spell effect rolls.
Okay. I haven't. I can't beat a 7. Is that a solid 17? Yeah, that's. Well, see, I rolled a 9. I could probably beat a 9. This might be worth it, guys. All right, this might be worth it. I'm gonna inspiration it.
Okay.
I need a 10 or higher. No whammies. No whammies.
we don't know what you need. Well,
So
16 is good.
it is, yeah. So we're adding 8 to that. So that is a 24. He will fail the 24.
Hopefully that helps with his eyes. His eyes are weird, guys. His eyes are weird. I don't know. Maybe I
Don't
turned
look
them
right
off.
at. Stop looking right at him.
I had to because I had to see the creature. Oh my god, what's gonna happen next?
Okay, Serena.
Okay. Serena's pretty frustrated at not having been able to land any attacks, so she's gonna look at him
Okay.
and swing again.
That will be a fumble.
Didn't help at all.
If he's blinded,
So, oh, right. So he's blinded, and then you said you are looking, which means you have advantage now. Correct. So that will be a hit.
Oh, great. I'm going to play my other card first.
Okay, let's see it. Oh, this is a big one. Vulnerability Jinx. Okay, just before an enemy is damaged, target suffers vulnerability to the triggering damage type on the attack. So essentially what this means is when you post, he's going to take double your piercing damage. Shipwrecker does different types, but it's obviously only one of the types. So he'll take double your piercing damage.
Is it too late to play my second? Oh, it is now,
No, never
probably.
mind.
Sorry.
All right, so that's 20 piercing plus 5 more, so 25 damage.
nice, good job, good play of the cards.
And I'll swing again.
Yes, that will hit as well.
2.
For 8 points of damage.
And I will pay him.
Okay, bonus action attack. Yes, 21 will hit. Wounding him a 3rd time.
And just to be safe, I'm gonna avert my eyes again.
Okay. Okay, on the creature's turn, it's going to move to here. Blixel is averting his eyes, so no opportunity attacks. Same with Serena, didn't leave Tavard's reach. From here, it is going to Gordon, you will see this since you're looking, and Tavard, you will see this since you're looking as well. You'll see it kind of floundering about. It's like eyes are blinking quite rapidly, but once it gets to the spot, kind of bumps into the wall, it turns back, opens its maw, and unleashes a breath weapon. Okay, so as it unleashes this breath weapon, which spreads around corners even, which means all of you will be affected by this, I will need a Constitution saving throw from all.
And we all get advantage, right? Because of the card.
Yeah, if you're using your purple dot, I don't remember if it said you had to spend it. You gain advantage on the next saving throw within 1 minute. Yeah, so you have to use it.
Yeah.
Yep, so you would all... Right, so I'm going to delete that card. You can remove your purple dot, but everybody has advantage.
I am going to spend one of my portents, give myself a 13 plus 6 for a 19 total.
Okay, you will all succeed on this save. You all will take half of this damage. So I'm going to do this one at a time. So Tavard, you are also resistant to poison, right? So you're going to take a quarter of this.
And so I would take, since I'm also right now in my patient defense, I would also take a half of that quarter. Is that how that would work?
No, you can never take... If you have resistance through patient defense and then resistance because you're a dwarf, those two do not stack.
Okay, then I'll use the one for the dwarf then.
Okay,
Adam.
yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, cool.
All right, so let's see. That's going to be 9 damage to you. So 9, 18, 27, 36. Yeah, so it'll be 9 points of damage because that's quartered. And then Serena, okay, you also have resistance to... Oh, that says resistance to necrotic damage. So you have advantage on saving throws. So you already succeeded. So you will take half. So you will take 13 points of poison damage, Serena. Blixel, you'll also take half. You will take 17 points of poison damage, Blixel. Gordon will take half. So that's 19 damage to Gordon. And then Saline will take half. So that's 13 to Saline. Okay, Gordon maintains his concentration on Bless. The rest of you have applied your damage. Okay, excellent. At the end of his turn, I believe he gets a new save against Blind. Yes.
Yep, here it comes.
He is no longer blind.
Grrr.
Okay, Tavard, at the start of your turn, I need a Constitution saving throw from you. You fail this save.
Can I use my legendary resistance?
Ooh, I don't think so, because I don't think this is considered a magical effect. Let me just read real quick. Oh, no, okay, I'm sorry. The creature magically, so yes, you could, if you want to burn that.
You know I do.
Okay, so you have succeeded on this save. So what I will say is you can start to feel your body harden up, but you calling upon the blood of your dwarven ancestors, you are good to go. It is your turn.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and do my fave. I'm going to go ahead and move a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and move there. And then I'm going to go ahead and strike out twice with them.
Okay. And you are attacking at advantage. Nice. Okay, first one's a crit. Okay, true crit. You wallop him for 17 points of damage.
All right, let's see if I can do it again.
Yeah, that one will hit as well.
I will play my card. Fuck. You're so fast.
All right, that one will hit and he will take 9.
I'll slow down. Well, it won't be me next time, but anyway, yeah. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Okay, Blixel, you had been averting your eyes. You still are averting your eyes, correct?
Yep.
Okay, it is your turn.
He learned his lesson from the last adventure. When he looked when he should, and his eyes got burnt out of his skull. So he stumbles forward. He's again going to try to swing while looking at the ground.
Okay, so we are attacking at disadvantage. That one will miss.
Okay, and he'll try his offhand.
That will also miss.
I'll get you.
Okay, Saline, currently not averting eyes. Your turn.
That is fine. Well, we're gonna come around. Where is it, guys?
Just turn around the corner, you'll see him.
I don't know if I want to see him.
Pretty neat.
Okay, we'll give it a shot. So we'll go 5, 10. Oh, there he is.
Isn't he cute?
Any effects on me, sir?
He looks big and fearsome and terrifying.
That is true. How high is the ceiling here?
About 30 feet high.
And how tall is he? You said he was like 20 feet tall.
He is 20 feet tall, yes.
All right. We are going to... What do I got?
I know you got a card.
Yeah, but not one that helps
Yeah,
with
yeah,
what
yeah.
I want to do. I only have 1/3 level left. We got a lot of turns, and I don't know how it does against fire. So we're going to instead cast Shatter up in the air, so it'll hit him, but not the people next to him on the ground, if that makes sense.
It does indeed, yep. And since there's only one target, you can just throw a spell effect roll for that and then post it. We don't need to do the spell AoE for that one.
You got it. And as a reminder, this is at +1 because of the card.
Yes. That will be a fumble.
It will not be a fumble. I will spend an inspiration on this.
Okay.
I don't want to fumble. So we're going to click Inspiration.
Okay, so that is a 25. Yes, he will be affected by that. Go ahead and spend your spell.
Yes, sir. Oh my god. Come on, roll 20. Don't do this already.
Okay, 17 points of thunder damage rocks the large creature.
And then I have 15 more feet of movement, so I will back up, trying not to get into the poison again. So we go here, and we end turn.
Okay, Gordon, at the start of your turn, I'll need a Constitution saving throw. Gordon, you can feel yourself starting to solidify, having failed this save.
Oh. Then hero point time.
Okay, go ahead and burn a hero point. 23 is a success. Okay, you are all set.
Now, can I do what I wanted to do, Adam, before you freeze me? I'm going to walk up 5'10" and say, Celine, you're doing great. Just got to get a little closer. You can look at him. You're doing great. And I'm going to cure your wounds.
I don't think Celine can hear you from there.
Oh, Serena.
I can hear him, but she notices he misspeaks and judges him for it.
Silent judgment, right? The best
kind. 15 there. 20, 25, 30. Trust me, guys. You want the spellcasters living and not frozen in stone. Okay.
Hey, I'm all good. You've got bless going, brother. So
Serena, your eyes are averted. Start of your turn.
I'm gonna look right at him.
All right. As you look right at him, I need a Constitution saving throw. With a 17, you can feel yourself starting to solidify.
Can I hero point that?
If you wish to use a reaction to hero point, yes. 19. You feel yourself starting to solidify. Serena, you are currently restrained as your legs have turned to stone. Stonish.
Oh, well, I have reach.
You do indeed, yes.
Swing.
Okay, so you are looking straight at it, so that is a 16 to hit. 16 will hit. 9 points of damage to the creature.
And I'm swinging.
16 will hit.
I will play my card before she posts.
Okay, go
Because I
ahead and
almost
throw that
forgot
up.
to do it again.
I've been waiting to see what this card is now. It better
It's
be good.
come on. I missed again. I'm sorry.
No worries. You have spent the critical boon card. When you or an ally hits a creature with attack, the attack becomes a critical hit. So that means that Serena can go ahead and roll on the critical table. Shepherd is piercing.
Nice.
Okay, so this is a true crit plus the rider effect of taking 1 point of damage at the start of each of its turns. All right, go ahead and post your damage there, Serena, and then we will have you post it a second time, and I will do the calculations there. All right, so you did 7, 11, 13, and then the next time you just get the die roll. So that's a 6, that'd be 19, and on the cold 4 more, so 23 is what I got out of that. All right, you have walloped the creature, piercing it. Its stony hide is starting to get torn up pretty bad, but it still stands.
I will pam it.
A 12 will miss.
Do I not have advantage on that?
Why should you have advantage?
No, we can see you now. It's looking. Last time he had advantage because it was blinded.
Oh, yes, if that's what you're relying on. Right, he did make his save, so he's no longer blind.
Okie dokie, I say, I think my feet are turning to stone. And
You looked at it, didn't you?
so
Okay, the creature's turn. He'll take that 1 point of damage.
Yes.
And then,
No matter.
noticing that Blixel is currently not looking at it, Blixel, go ahead and roll me a d6, please.
Not that.
Okay, interesting. Okay, let's see. It is going to move 5, 10, 15, trying to see what it can see, what would make the most sense.
Perfect. Right there.
Yeah, just right there, just only Blixel.
That is going to
No,
get Serena as well, yeah. So
No, before it was the wall only. So
I was going to say, so he can do it in a few different ways here. So, but there's not going to be a way that he can get all three of you. So yeah, that's what he's going to do right there. So Blixel and Serena, I will need con saves from both of you.
Oh, and I have advantage on this.
You do, yeah. So you will succeed, Serena. Blixo, you're currently at a failure.
I'm going to spend an inspiration.
Okay. Okay, you will certainly succeed with that. So you both succeed, so you'll both take half damage. We'll start with Blixel. So Blixel, you will take 19 points of poison damage. And then Serena, you will take 21 points of poison damage. Okay, Tabard, start of your turn. I need a con save. Tabard, you are currently restrained. Oh, that's right. Serena was restrained too, so she should have been attacking at disadvantage. But Tabard, you are now restrained as well.
I'm going to go ahead and hero point that.
All right, so you're going to burn a reaction to try to not become stone. So let's see, that's 19. You are still restrained.
Can I roll an inspiration on my original roll now, or because I rolled a hero point, is that too late?
I mean, I don't know that that's ever come up before. My gut reaction is to say if you want to burn inspiration, you can, but your hero point wouldn't apply to it.
Sure. I might as well try it, right?
Okay. So you rolled
Yes!
a 14. You are adding 2, so that would be 16 plus your original bless of 19. So no, you are still restrained.
No.
Yeah, but it looks better.
If you say so.
I don't know how, but anyway, yeah. All right, that's okay. I'm getting restrained.
I thought you liked stone.
Well, I do. It's wonderful. The stone gods be with us.
Can you look at it too? Why are you looking at it?
Because somebody needs to hit the damn thing. All right. Granddaddy's Warhammer. Oh.
That is a fumble.
And I can't use inspiration on that. Yuck. I just said somebody needs to hit on it because...
Why not? Oh, did you use your last?
I used my inspiration on just I was going to keep it for, well, this kind of thing.
Okay, so you have dropped your Grandpappy's Warhammer. Roll a DC 10 dexterity check, so not a saving throw. Just click on the word dex on your sheet. Okay, you've succeeded on that. So essentially it is on a failure. Right, so it's just at your feet.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and interact with object, grab that thing, and swing again.
Okay. 20 will hit. For 7 points of damage as you wallop him.
No, it was 7, not 1, Adam.
Oh, I applied the 7.
Let's see. All right, something's odd going on here.
All right, now I want to just point out real quick to you, Tabard, just so you're aware, you did do patient defense for dodge, but because your speed is currently 0, you do not benefit from dodge.
Yeah, that's fine, but I do. Well, I'm assuming I would still get the resistance, though, right?
Yes, and I would say you still get, you were attacking at advantage there because you technically had disadvantage because you're restrained, but that kind of canceled it out. But the actual dodge benefits you don't have. So when he attacks you, it's not going to apply.
Yep, makes sense.
All right, Blixel still averting your eyes. You step up.
Step up and I try to hit him.
Okay, a 20 will hit.
Okay, and I'm going to make this, I guess, a defensive flourish. So I'm spend a die.
So I believe I add that to the damage, or is that just your AC?
It's both, so it'll go to the damage of this hit, and then my AC goes up by 4.
Okay, I've applied 10 damage to the creature.
And then I guess he will do Vicious Mockery. Does he have to see it?
Yes, it says that a creature you can see.
Okay, so he's gonna do his offhand attack then.
Okay. 16 will hit. Wounding the creature again.
I mean, that's all he's got.
Okay, Saline.
Do I need a con save?
You do not.
Okay. I can see part of the creature. I will, knowing my friends are in there somewhere and the ceiling is 30 feet high, we're gonna try to kill this thing and hope that it hope that it's not immune to fire. I've seen poison, so that's probably no go, but I haven't seen any fire effects, so we're gonna try to blow it up and hope that's enough to maybe save my friends from continuing to be petrified. I don't know how this works, but we're gonna try. So I will cast Fireball with the epicenter as close to the ceiling as I can get it while still affecting him. So it goes 20 feet down, so that should be more than enough, right?
I'm going to ask you to smart AoE that one just because you can't see real well right now, so I'm not sure what you mean, like where specifically you're aiming it.
I want to aim, because he's 20 feet tall and the ceiling is 30 feet, I want to aim at the ceiling, right? So it's a 20-foot radius, so it's a spherical 20-foot radius, so it should go 20 feet down and hit him, right? And my team is not more than 10 feet tall, so I'm trying to hit it without hitting them.
I see. So you're putting it at right at the tippy top of the cavern then.
Yeah, as long as that will hit the 20-foot tall scary monster.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Go ahead and throw just a spell effect roll then.
You got it, boss. My token is not selected somehow.
Okay, he will be fully affected by this. Go ahead and post your fireball.
You got it. That is not a good fireball.
It is not. He is scorched and badly wounded.
Good luck, guys. No, this is not an attack, so I can't reroll damage. Yeah, we're gonna stay here. End turn. Am I able to avert my eyes now, or do I have to do that at the start of the turn?
You can do it whenever you like.
I will now avert my eyes.
Alright, 5 here. I am going to see the creature because I need to cast a spell, and I'm going to throw Toll the Dead at him.
Okay. He is not affected.
Does he get a +1 for the spell effect roll thing?
He does. I think we just discussed you can't spend hero points on spell effect rolls.
It's weird because I'm attacking. You know, that's why it feels weird. I'm doing something. Yeah, that's what makes it feel weird. Okay, so I tried. That's 5 feet of movement. I'll move there, end my turn, close my eyes.
Okay, Serena, at the start of your turn, no pressure, but I need a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I give her my inspiration if she fails.
Sure, you could. You have failed, Serena.
All right, this is the best I can do for you. So
you're gonna spend it, but then she'll re-roll. Or actually, no. I think last time I made you roll for her. Am I right?
You made me roll for them to make me feel bad when it still fails.
That's right. That's kind of sounds like me. Yeah. Okay. So go ahead and roll that, and we're gonna add 5 to this.
Nope.
Okay. No go. Anything else, Serena, that you're trying to do? Reactions? Anything?
I'm curious what would happen if I used ghostly flesh.
So unfortunately, that's not a reaction, right? That's actually something on your turn. So this actually happens at the very start of your turn before you can do anything. So really, your only options right now would be like a hero point, or if you had inspiration that you wanted to spend.
I think I have a hero point left.
I have no inspiration to give.
You are sitting
Maybe I
at a 12 right now, so I guess what I will tell you is it's possible, but very, very challenging. But yeah, I mean, it's if you fail it, it's gonna be pretty bad. So
I failed out of 19, but you know,
I believe she'll roll the 8 here.
I do too.
No, I actually don't have one. What about luck points?
yes, you could use luck here because luck allows you to re-roll a failed save. But actually, no. Remember, we said I think we even wrote this up, didn't we, last time, where we said you have to declare it beforehand.
Oh,
I know we discussed it, and I said, I'm going to add that to our notes, and I don't think I did that part. But yeah, so it does indeed have to be before. Like you, for example, you said like if I fail this, I'm going to roll a luck point. For this one time, I will say go ahead because I think it could almost be intuitive that if you failed, you were going to do that anyway. So I think that's fine.
sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, so you're adding 5 to that, which makes that a 17 plus your 3 from Blast is a 20, the exact DC to not be affected by this. Serena, your turn.
Wow, thank you.
Oh my god.
You almost became a statue.
Swing.
A 19 will hit.
Oh, can I? Yeah.
All right, that is 9 points of damage. The creature drops to the ground.
Oof.
Hit it again! Hit it again! Kill it, please!
Stab it in its heart. You never know.
Double tap.
Yes, your double tap will hit it, and that will burn 2 death saves on it.
Stab it in the heart with your piercing.
And because it is on the ground, you get advantage. That will hit with an 18, and that is enough to kill the creature outright. All right, folks, take a deep breath. We are out of battle. Stony-legged people. You notice that stone goes away pretty quickly upon the death of the creature.
Thank God.
That was scary, guys.
That was scary.
Can we move at him? We still...
You can, yes. You're out of combat. Let me go ahead and turn tracker.
Ooh.
Oh my God, you guys did great. You guys did fantastic. I'll start clapping even with, making clap. Good job.
Hey, all the spellcasters, thanks. That really was the difference maker.
We're a great team,
Yeah.
aren't we? Woohoo!
We'll have this mountain cleared out in no time.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're all so enthusiastic. But
Hey,
that
that
could
was
have been
on-
really bad.
A basilisk was on my bucket list. Things to kill. 100 more creatures to go.
Yeah,
Out on
we
the
can mount it.
Did-
Can we mount it? Can we take his head off and put it above your throne, Tavard?
Do they all have to fit in the bucket?
Hey, not this one.
Maybe some of it's blood.
Hey, well, one thing we need to think about is if we just become unstoned, then those beetle things probably are, walking around now.
Oh, shoot. I was worried about that.
Maybe we rest up a little right here.
Hey,
So,
Selena.
upon the death of the creature, and you're sort of examining it here, Saline, what I will say is you recognize this as what is known as a greater basilisk, but I will say even more knowledgeable than that, it seemed as though this creature's gaze was even more powerful than you would expect from a greater basilisk. So perhaps some kind of a mutation here of some kind that made its gaze just that much more potent.
I should have stabbed it in the heart.
Almost
How
like it
badly-
had divine bloodline powers that enhanced its gaze somehow. No, I'm kidding.
How bad do I think it would have been if we were? Do I know anything about the petrifying gaze?
Yes,
Like,
had she
how to fix
failed
it?
that save, she would have been petrified permanently, and the fix is a greater restoration spell.
Oh my god.
You don't want to do that. I'll put you in debt.
Hey.
The price probably goes up each time.
Hey, Celine, that spell you cast on me that made me feel pretty good with that temporary HP. How long does that last?
I believe temporary HP lasts until. Well, I have to look it up because this is a custom spell, but usually temporary HP lasts until you gain more or
It's usually
long
to a
rest.
long rest, yeah, but I
Yeah.
don't know what I didn't read up how long this lasted, so I just
Yeah,
want to
let
make
me
sure.
find the spell. I
Because it's-
believe the duration
yeah.
of the spell is 10 minutes. Okay, yeah, the targeted creature gains temporary HP equal to your until the spell ends. So you only have them for another 9 minutes.
Okay, doke. Thanks.
So Adam, that was harness divine power there. So just so you got that.
Yes, and remind me, I'm going to build in a tracker for that because it always drives me crazy. I'm like, how many times you use this? I can never remember. But was that your second usage of this since you've been here?
No, first usage. So it takes a channel divinity, so it's pretty easy to track. I just took one off channel divinity and one off harness divine power. In my boxes, I created my own.
Okay, yeah, I'll build in the automation for you just so you don't even have to worry about trying to track it for next time. But yeah, so that's the first time you've used it since you've been down here.
Correct.
Got it. Okay, yep, makes sense.
Perfect. So do you guys want to rest here or move on? I mean, I'm ready to go.
I don't think we should be moving on. Look at.
Figure
Look at
everybody
them.
got blasted by that smoke, right?
Poison.
I think we
I'd
should
like to
take a
rest.
trophy.
Yeah. Could stuff this thing, put it in the council chambers.
Hey, look, so I did want to tell you that, sometimes if I'm like diverting it, if you attack from behind, you may have a little bit of an advantage to hit that thing.
You know, I couldn't tell where the behind was, honestly. I was looking at the ground.
Hey guys, do you think the other beetles are no longer petrified?
Yeah.
He wasn't down here when I said that just a couple moments ago, huh?
Oh, yeah. That's what we think. So we think it might be a little tough to get out of here.
Was my check enough to determine whether the gaze will. If it's already petrified, will the gaze drop if the creature dies?
To the best of your knowledge, once you're petrified permanently.
I say that to Gordon. But if you want to check around the corner, you certainly can.
No.
I just know that not much else will be coming into this place. You know what I mean? If they think a basilisk is here.
Yeah, I feel like most creatures would have the sense to avoid this.
Most
Good thing-
creatures.
Not us. Not us.
I wasn't gonna say it, but since you did.
Yeah, we're not creatures.
Yeah.
Well,
See,
actually,
that's how we build the roads.
This place looks safe enough. What we could button down here for a minute or an hour.
Let's do it.
Okay, sounds like you guys want to take a short rest here. I feel like some of you guys must not have updated your displays either, because I don't think anyone spent a short rest yet since this most recent time you've come in, right?
We should not
Correct.
have, no.
No, it looks like I didn't update mine.
Oops.
I
Okay.
must have not updated mine either.
So if you're going to spend a short rest, go ahead and update it to 1 out of 2. I'll give you guys like 10 seconds, and then I'll apply it, and I'm assuming everybody's taking a moment just in case.
I will do so.
Okay, looks like we're good there. Let me go ahead and apply the short rest. All right, make sure you type in what it is that you're getting back for your short rest and then recharge per our house rules. Okay, and as you guys are resting here, you're kind of contemplating exactly where to go from here. So to try to just summarize, make sure that you guys remember kind of what the outstanding areas are. There were 3 different exits from this area. One was through the slugs. You notice that there was starting to be this kind of more buildup of acid. So I would say, just as, proper adventurer kind of deal, you're getting the impression that going that way might be having to deal more with acid, and whether you're prepared to face that or not, you're not quite sure. There was another passageway off to your east that seemed to go for a distance. You're not quite sure where that goes. That's just like an unknown at this point. And then, of course, there's a passageway that leads west out of here, just to your north from the area where you're currently resting. And then all the way back, you still have potentially the Orogs to deal with. There is past the lizard folk lair, though I believe you guys kind of decided not to head that way. And then there was, I think that's primarily it. But for just a moment, I'm going to move you guys over to Dwali's map. As just a quick refresher of where you've been, I'm going to reveal what you've discovered so far. All right, so that is the web chamber and the 3 different areas now that you can go from there. Is there any thoughts as far as where you guys plan to go next?
Yeah, there's thoughts for sure.
Let me rephrase. Would anybody like to vocalize their thoughts?
think we gotta go. Well, should we find the leader of the Beatles, John?
Their leader's name is John.
I mean, some would say.
I get it, Noah.
Oh,
Should we snuff them out, or go back to the Orogs?
I'm just wondering how much more, not just because of the size of the map, Adam, but like another entrance was kind of our thought when we went down this way, or exit entrance, right?
Yeah.
So maybe these 2 question marks to the south might be something if that was a goal of ours.
Yep, and if you guys will recall, one of the things I kind of pressed you to think on is where exactly you're going to call safety. So obviously you're trying to get miners up into this area, so you guys would be coming through the typical way, kind of doing one of these deals, and then eventually making your way over to the waterfall. So if you're trying to get that area safe, I'm assuming you want to make sure the route is safe. You haven't found your Grell yet so far, so that's potentially still a danger. But if you're thinking that, like, say, this way is safe, and if you want to visit the Orogs to take care of them, to make that area safe, you also know Griffin went down here and got hurt. You guys didn't really check anything out there. He just reported back that he got hurt. So there's still, some unknowns here. But I'm curious as to what you guys are looking for in safety. Are you, like, this is 2 miles. Are you worried about perhaps creatures coming up from one of these, going through the 2 miles, going through the ghost troll, climbing down the hill, and then heading over here to attack your miners? Or are you going to say this area is safe? I mean, that's kind of what I'm looking for, what your thoughts are.
Yeah, so what I was thinking, those 2 question marks in the bottom might be an exit. So maybe we could potentially bring the mining group through here and go through the to the ghost troll to the gold. That was my thought.
See. So you're trying to find another entrance, so then that way you can perhaps barricade this area and you don't have to worry about anything over here? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, the Orogs or the Grell. Just start making money.
Okay.
And my only question, Adam, is that significantly longer than just going the way we already went up?
Yes, it is. So if you remember, this is 2 miles long of tunnels. So this is a This took you a little over an hour to traverse from this area down to here. So yes, if you were to find a different entrance, keeping in mind wherever this entrance is, it's got to be further south on the overall map than where you guys came in, which
Good
means
point.
getting to that entrance would probably be difficult from where you're coming from, right? And then even if you did, it would be a longer, so it would be kind of like going around to then come back in a sense.
Yeah, let's just go take care of those Orogs, because no matter what, dwarves hate Orogs, and so that's probably important. But then again, we also have this other area here on the map here, but I think that probably takes us to the Orogs anyway. But
Oh,
I mean,
yes. You guys have actually already revealed those. There was just a couple of little indicators there, so I can actually reveal those too. Because, yes, you guys have actually already gone that way.
yeah, I'm thinking let's go kill Orogs.
That's always fun to do.
All right.
This lizard basilisk thing, this was warm up for my hammer.
Yeah, that was a real close call with at least Serena over here.
Nah, she's good. She's good to go.
All right, so just to give you guys, I'm going to call this the scouting report, just so you know kind of what you're walking away from. And then obviously you guys are heading to the Oryx. So remember, this is like acid. Likely, I would say your gut feeling is that you probably, if you decide to go that way, eventually you're going to want some kind of acid protection before you do. This is a complete unknown. As you're packing up and getting ready to make your way back this way to go back towards the Orogs, I'm just going to assume you guys briefly look in this direction to see if anything sticks out. And what I will say, what you notice is after about, say, 60 feet off of the where you're at right now, Gordon, you would notice that your light spell starts to become less effective. So as you're kind of traversing this way, you get to a certain spot and the light just doesn't seem to want to penetrate as well. And you start to realize that it's only about half as bright as normal. So instead of getting 20 bright and 20 dim, you're only getting 10 and 10. The rest of you that rely on dark vision, this doesn't seem to hamper your dark vision at all, but certainly some kind of an odd effect. Any questions on that before I move you guys back? All right, hearing nothing, then I will put you guys back into the webbed chamber for a moment. We'll go ahead and remove our cards in play, as all of those have since expired.
I would like to point out one very important thing, Adam. Bill's luck has been used twice, 2 sessions in a row, and neither time have they been affected.
I've noticed that too. Trust me, I've been watching.
Just wanted to go ahead and throw that out there. You know,
Only Bill can have Bill's luck.
hey, no 2s have been rolled, brother.
All
you rolled
right.
some 1s, but that would have happened anyway.
So is there any last minute preparations or anything you guys are doing here before you take the long tunnels and make your way back over to the Orogs? Okay.
Adam,
yeah, go ahead.
Adam, I'll just go ahead and ask, could we get up here, or is that all solid wall?
That is solid wall.
All right.
Okay.
Just seems like an odd place for the basilisk to just kind of hang out, so.
It does make you wonder, maybe like where it was heading, based on where you saw like the stone beetles. Perhaps this is a place it kind of ducked out, but it's more lair, you might call it, might be the much larger area with all the stoned beetles. All right, so you guys make your way through the long, winding tunnels. You pass by a lot of things that you've already seen. No real surprises here for you guys. You're making your way through all these kind of very similar areas. I would like one volunteer, however, to roll me a D100 representing your travel back.
Hell no.
Do we want low or high?
It doesn't really matter. It's just kind of on a chart. It's not like higher is better or anything.
Go Blixel. Go for it, brother.
Okay, 43. Okay. Okay, yeah. So you're passing back through this area. I'm going to put us back on Dwali's map for a moment. So as a reminder, these long tunnels, there's a lot of area that you're traversing here. There's not a lot of what I would call, descriptive kind of things here. It kind of feels very monotonous, over and over, long tunnels, yada yada. But it's not perfectly straight either. Sometimes you're doing little twisty turns, that kind of thing. This time, as you're making your way back, I remember you guys said, was there any chance of getting lost? It doesn't really seem like you're struggling to know the general direction, but I would say you definitely get the sense that you're not traveling the exact same paths that you took to get here. And that becomes far more apparent when you notice off in the distance. So, who would we say is our leader that is currently in the front of the group?
Me.
Either of us.
So, Serena, as you're in the front then and you're peering through the darkness with your dark vision, you notice jutting out of the east wall is what looks to be a large bone.
Whoa. You see that, Tavern?
If she points it out to you and you're looking specifically for it, you do indeed, Tavern.
Very interesting. I wonder if there's a dog around here.
Yeah, go check it out. I'll stand here.
How far away is it, Adam?
It would be about 50 feet away from you once you spot it.
And approximately what tunnel is it near?
So you're in these long tunnels. It's on the east wall. So you're kind of like passing through a tunnel. Then there's like a little offshoot. Then you go this way. So it's kind of like a lot of just traveling. Pretty boring, honestly. But it's about 30 minutes into this travel when you notice, like, yeah, this doesn't look exactly like the terrain that you came through before. Slight differences that you're noticing. And then this one certainly is like, we definitely didn't see this on our way down here.
Do we get lost?
Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe we need to go take another route. But I'll look at the bone. I'll go over there, Adam, maybe about 10 feet away from it. I want to kind of take a look to see how fresh that bone is.
Okay, yeah, so you start to approach this bone. No real issues there. Go ahead and give me a blind check, Tavard, as you examine the bone and see if anything comes to mind. And as a reminder, your tokens are currently at the bottom of this screen for your blind check rolling purposes. Yeah, this doesn't look like any bone that you've seen before, Tavard. Based on how much is protruding from the rock wall, it's hard to even gauge how large this is, but if you had to guess, this certainly seems to be a very large bone from some kind of enormous creature.
Does it have any markings on it? Like,
Not that you see based on that check.
Yeah, what a damn surprise that turned into, huh? All right, I'll just look around, not the bone itself, but I'll look around the other area just to see if I see any signs of, anything.
So as you're in this area and you don't notice anything out of the ordinary of the bone, but then you kind of start looking in the direction that you're going to have to go, which is further to your north, you notice some other parts of bones jutting out of the same wall further to the north. If you had to guess, it's almost like this skeletal frame is partially embedded in the rock wall and partially protruding. You can kind of make out what looks to be rib bones further to your north.
All right, I'll go back down to the party and I'll tell them what I saw, but I'll also tell them that I don't think this is the. I think we got turned around. Should have zigged, not zagged.
Somebody else needs to be in the front. So we're getting lost.
Well, we're still going the same general direction, right? Didn't we establish that these tunnels mostly link up eventually?
You
Yeah, I
certainly
mean, if
feel
that's
that way.
it, yeah, we can keep on going then if you guys don't want to backtrack or anything. I mean, bones are bones. That means it's not living, right?
Unless there's
Good
some kind
one.
of necromantic magic affecting them, but
What are the chances of that?
depends on which gods are watching us right now.
Damn gods aren't watching us. Who knows? You want
I
to keep on
guess.
going this way? I'm good for that. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, as you continue pushing to the north, you can make out more of these rib bones protruding slightly from the rock wall. Eventually, there's a little bit of a break, and then you see a gigantic skull that pokes out from the wall as well. You notice antlers on this skull. It kind of resembles a gigantic deer to you. You notice it has very large teeth. In fact, they're so large, each one is about the size of a man's fist.
Cool.
Man, you got big ass deer down here.
This reminds me of that time we saw that deer with the gold antlers.
Do they look like predator teeth, or do they look like herbivorous teeth? I promise I know the English language.
Herbivore teeth.
Yeah,
Go
that
ahead
one.
and give me a blind check as you approach and kind of investigate. Based on that check, I would say it's pretty hard to tell based on the state of the body and all of that. But I will say you don't notice any like really sharp edges to the teeth. They're kind of blunt.
And I'm sorry, how big is this thing? Like, we've been walking for how long and we're still seeing
Yeah, it's
ribs and
hard
bones?
to say because of, you're walking through a tunnel, but if you had to guess, you would say it's got to be at least 60 feet long.
Yeah, it's a really big thing.
Um,
Prehistoric.
is the skull looking at anything?
It's facing the direction that you guys are walking.
Let's keep going. Dead is dead.
Is there a way around it? It's still like embedded in the wall, right?
It is, yes.
Okay.
Saline, do you recognize this huge, enormous creature?
Well, I think Tavard already did a check, but I can try.
So that's kind of what I was doing for the most recent check that you threw. And yeah, you don't recognize it based on that check.
Oh, whatever it is, it's very old. Not in any of the records I've read about.
Well, let's just keep going.
Yeah, let's keep going. I think that there's probably that last creature's mom. So now we killed the mom and the baby. Let's go.
All right, you guys push on through the remainder of the tunnels. Once again, once you find yourself back in the Ghost Troll area, you realize you spent a little over an hour traversing those tunnels. You find yourselves at the very deadly drop off, but luckily you're not having to climb up, you're just climbing down. So, with ropes and fancy footwork, I'm not going to have you guys roll on this because you already lost so many hit points trying to climb up it. But, you make your way down without too many issue. And then you make your way back to the waterfall. No real issues there. Continue on the long traverse around. Once you get to here, I'll remind you, as you guys remember this, there's basically two ways to go to the Orogs. You can go back through the Grell Chamber and head this way. You guys currently have this area, to the best of your knowledge, walled off with rocks because that's what you spotted when you were first engaging the Orogs. The other option is to go this way, which goes down and then loops back around, and you would come in from the northeast. Which way is it you guys would like to approach the Orog area?
I think we should go the way that doesn't risk provoking the Grell as well. We may end up stuck in a fight or potentially sandwiched between them if we do that.
Do you think we got the firepower to kill the Grell if we see it? I mean, we got to kill it eventually, right? We got to kill the Orogs and the Grell. That's really pretty much what we need to do for this side.
That is true. Gordon, how are you doing on magical reserves?
Well, I'm comfortable. I'm out of ones, but a lot of threes, so I'm comfortable.
So-
What about
Blixel will cast Cure Wounds on Serena.
Okay.
Well, what about this? We could go through the Grell chamber. If we find the Grell, we can fight it and hopefully kill it this time. Third time's the charm. And then if we have to reevaluate where we're at after that, maybe we save the Orogs for another day.
Yeah, I mean, we we came here for the Grell, and let's give it another swing. I can still dispel if that fog is magic, if it's a magical effect, or if it's just a innate ability. I might not be able to, but I'm just a little disclaimer there.
was
But I can
casting
still
spells.
dispel. Okay, then yeah, I should be able to dispel it.
let's go, and if it's there, it's there. I mean, after all, we've already just fought a glorious fight, so 2 in a session, that's awesome. Let's go.
Yeah, Grell hunting. I second that, Tavard.
Okay.
I mean, what could go wrong?
Excellent. So you guys re-enter the Grell chamber from the sort of like northeast leg of this. You turn the corner carefully, looking for any signs of the Grell, but you do not spot it once again. Knowing this, is it now your intention to continue on this way and pass through this way?
One thing we might want to investigate is this way. We never went here, right?
We
That is
never
correct.
went here, but Griffin did say the entire hallway collapsed and that it was impassable. From what I remember.
Well, for us, not for well, this is out of character, I guess. Not for a Grell that can fly.
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe it's hiding down there.
Yeah, I suppose we could take a look. No harm.
Yeah, since we're here.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
Absolutely. You tell
He's
me
gonna
there's a
keep
chance.
saying that until
You tell me there's a chance we could do it.
All right, so just since this is the first time you guys have gone this way, I'm going to just really quickly put you on the Grell chamber map so you remember what this looks like.
No, don't.
So you guys have just come from this way, right? You came down this way. This is up towards the waterfall and the gold. Over this way is towards the lizard folk. Over this way is towards the toxic tunnel area. So you guys are getting ready to head south here, which is where you ran in, or Griffin ran into some trouble. So yeah.
Hold up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. Time out. Serena. Yeah. Did you take a long rest? A short rest? Is your token not updated? You need help?
Serena did
believe
post
she might be-
AFK.
I mean, she's
I'm
after a
sure
short
she did
rest.
not apply the 13 healing. I can say that much.
Yeah. She
was-
just
she
said
was
she
lower.
hasn't applied the 13.
I'll just
Yep.
go ahead and apply that for her now so we don't lose it. All right, there's her plus 13.
Wow, so she's down 30 probably.
She came real close to
Yeah.
dropping in that fight.
She's fine.
No, if she goes down, I go down. That's not how this works.
What?
I got to keep her up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if she goes down, I go down. So I got to keep you guys strong up front.
All right. Well, can anyone fly right now?
You
I
know,
can't do it anymore.
Hey, Adam, I could do the Aura Vitality glitch, if you're familiar with that.
If you mean casting the spell and burning 10 rounds, I wouldn't call that a
Yeah.
glitch. I'd just call that's the way the spell works. But
Okay, it almost feels like cheating. Like I could cast it now. Wait
you're
the
burning a third level spell for which
Yeah.
amounts to kind of, I don't want to say minor healing, but it's
Yeah,
not
it's-
a ton.
Yeah, but at least every turn, I don't think I need to pop it now. But okay, along. I think we're good. If she needs help, I'll take care of Serena. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I didn't realize she was that depleted.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys want to push south here and investigate the area that Griffin went, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll go up front since Serena is sleepwalking right now.
All right, taking us back to Dwally's map here. So you travel about 150 feet south or so, and as you're in the front tabard, you'll notice that once you get here, you're looking at a sharp decline. So you can see the ground kind of is flat, and then it's like down about a foot, and then it's just like gone. And as you carefully make your way up there, you can see that there is a pretty large hole going down. On a quick guess, it looks like the bottom of this hole to where you're at right now is about a 40-foot difference. And as you're looking down there, you can see that there is a lot of cracks and fissures in the ground, and you can see that there is some fluorescent liquid. The rest of the tunnel to the south is completely caved in, much like Saline guessed.
All right. So, question for you: out, not looking down, but looking, up or lateral or something. Do I have any other visuals that I can see?
Throw me a blind check. So based on that perception check, I would say you are quite confident that there's nowhere in this area and there's nowhere south that the Grell could actually fit. There's little nooks and crannies, but not big enough to actually contain a Grell.
That's pretty much what I was wondering.
I
Thanks.
assumed as much.
Yeah. And I didn't see any like lava or anything like that down there, right? Because I mean, I know there is lower level lava, so I don't know if that's here
You
as well.
don't see lava, but remember, you're currently relying on dark vision, so you can't see in color. You can only see black and white. And you're noticing fluorescent liquid, is how I'm describing it in black and white.
All right, fair enough.
But he would probably feel the heat if that was lava. Like,
You would assume, again, it's
yeah.
40 feet down, but if it was lava, you think, yeah, you probably would feel some heat.
Hey, anybody want to like cast one of those light spells and drop a coin down there? See if we can have better visual of what's actually down there. I don't want to go down there, but it's good to at least have an idea.
Yeah, I can hand off a lit pebble.
All right, I'll drop it down there, Adam.
Okay, as the light now fills this hole in the ground, the hole itself is pretty large. So again, it's 40 feet down, but dimension-wise, it's probably 15 feet wide by like 25 feet long. So looking down below, you notice green fluorescent liquid. So you can think of this as kind of resembling like the acid that you had spotted before, and you notice little tendrils of green, though they are not physical. You almost think of these as escaping gas from the fissures in the ground, seem to be rising up.
Yeah, that looks kind of crappy. Yep, nothing to see here. We should note it though. Note it for whoever comes in here and searches later. All right, ready to go kill some Orogs? Me
Yep.
too. Let's go.
Yeah. Do we have a way to shut this hole so we're not near that green stuff?
What do you mean?
We can seal this off somehow.
Well, if we bring some folks in here, maybe some of the dwarven architects can. I mean, who knows? Maybe some people may want to go down there, and maybe somehow we could use what's down there for material for the kingdom, But not us, not our responsibility.
So the hole is 15 feet wide and 20 feet long. So it's a big hole in the ground, right, Adam?
It is indeed. Yes, 25 feet long by 15. So if your thoughts are how could we seal this? If you really truly wanted to seal it, you would just need to like bring in a bunch of rock and dirt and things and just keep kind of dropping that in. That would probably be like a week long project or something like that, and you'd have to get raw resources.
All right. Well, are we going back to the Orogs? Should we go from the
Yeah, grill hunting again, and then Orogs.
either the north or the south? I say we go in from the north.
I agree. Good call.
Okay, hearing no disagreements, then you guys make your way back this way, traveling past the Grell Chamber, go to the east, descend as the tunnel twists back around, and then make your way over from this direction.
Do we remember any where they had their lookouts posted? Can we stop before that and maybe discuss a plan for what we're gonna do?
You certainly can, yeah. So what I will say is before putting you on any kind of map, we'll assume you're about 300 feet away from where you expect the area to be. And yeah, well, you can certainly create a plan if you wish.
All right, guys, any thoughts?
Well, just remember there's that I don't think we killed that shaman witch doctor guy up there, so that guy's got to go.
Yeah, no
I say
disagreement.
we swing at him.
Well, Serena, you actually learned the language of the Orag, which is kind of questionable, but I mean, I guess maybe we could try to tell them that we're gonna take over and give them the chance to leave first.
We've
I mean,
got
maybe
way
since
more
we
questionable things than that.
well, I'm just thinking that since we did destroy their god and everything like that, maybe they'll be less reluctant to leave. I don't know.
Was that up there, God?
Well, from what I remember, we killed the shredder, and then that was their encouragement to declare a stalemate and let us leave with our captives. From what I remember, they told us that if we came back, there would be no negotiations, or
Yep, that's
something to
what they
that
said.
effect.
But we're healthy now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I feel like they're not going to be open to negotiation.
Nope, probably not. Just throwing out ideas. I'd rather hit them, but
All right. Make sure you stab in the heart.
With that in mind, do we want to do what we did before and hope it works out better this time? Send in some invisible scouts and see if we can spot them, maybe find out where the shaman is so that we can try to eliminate him as fast as possible? Or are we just full sending it and charging right in?
Well, they
You
should
tell us.
be widely depleted, right? We killed a lot of them last time.
Uh, yes,
That was
but
a long time ago.
I don't remember if there were any other passages out of here from which they might draw reinforcements. It's been like a week, right, since we did that. If they've got another way out that we don't know about, they may have been able to find others. I'm not sure how big this clan is or how deep the Orog presence is in these mountains.
All right. Well, I can make someone invisible if you want.
I am leaning towards that being a smart idea only because I would like to at least have a head count if possible, try to see what we're getting into.
I agree. Good idea.
Well, maybe you'll feel a bit differently about it when I suggest that you should be the one to go in.
I
you're the-
knew it'd be me. I thought it's even a gooder idea.
You are the stealthiest of us. So, and the quickest if things go bad.
There may be some truth to that too. Who knows? I like it.
Serena's
All
gonna
right.
drink a healing potion.
I'll cast invisibility on Tavard.
I see you lighting up, Adam, but we can't hear you. Anybody else?
I can hear you. I can't hear him.
Hey, there he is.
Oh.
This feels like a great time to take our halfway point break.
Yeah, it's a smart idea.
Yeah, when he comes back, we'll tell him we beat D&D.
We did
All
the
right.
encounter without him, and we won handily.
Roger that, Adam.
All right, see ya.
Alrighty, folks, we're back on the second half of our session. Team, you guys are approaching the Orog area. Quick, just technical note, if my voice sounds different, I had mic issues at the end of the half, so new mic. Hopefully we'll get the old one fixed before next session. But yeah, team, you're arriving on the edge of the area here. You've spotted this. You guys sound like you have a little bit of preparation. Is there any other preparations you would like to do before you approach this area? Okay.
I think we're gonna send the dwarf into the coal mine, right?
You bet it. You betcha.
So, Tabard, you're going to take a lead and go out in front of the group? Is that what I'm hearing?
And I don't know if you saw, but Blixel put invisibility on him.
I missed that part as we were discussing. Okay, so this was cast at the 300 feet away mark that'll make sure that people close by won't be able to hear. So that will last for 1 hour. Okay, so yeah, so it sounds like Tabard, you're just kind of plunging on in then.
I'm going in. If I take care of them all by myself, then those guys get no XP for it.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's go ahead and get you on that map. Okay, so you approach and find yourself entering from that area. The rest of the team is behind you. As far as exact distances, are you guys staying at 300 feet behind? Or are you trying to be only 100 feet behind? Give me an idea of how far behind.
I think we can close that distance by about half, right? I just don't want to be close enough to their barricades for them to be able to spot us coming.
And my 20 light, 20 bright, and 20 dim. So I want to be in the back. So it put me 60 feet back, maybe a dash away.
I want to be in the front.
All right, so Gordon, I've got you 60 feet off map. Serena, you say the front. How close do you want to be? How far off map?
Like 100 feet.
Okay, so you're further behind than Gordon. Okay, how about Saline and Blixel?
Wait,
I'm sorry.
how
Yeah,
far out is he?
Gordon said he wanted to be 60 feet off map.
Oh, well, I'll be 50 then.
Okay, so he's 60, you're 50. Saline Blixel?
I'll be in between them.
All right, you're 55, Blixel.
55.2.
Just wherever their watchers stop, like wherever their lookouts stop looking.
I'm not sure what that means.
The thing
If
is, we
there's
don't.
like a bend or something like that, I don't know. At least like 100 feet away for Blixel.
Okay, that works for me. Okay, so I've got everybody off map, and then yeah, Tavern, you're on map, so you can feel free to move.
All right, Adam. I'm gonna go ahead and just drop like a well, there's probably no reason to. I was gonna like drop a copper piece gently on the ground so then that way there people could see I was there, but I don't think that really matters here. So all right. Needless to say, Adam, let me know if I need to roll a stealth check or anything like that.
Is that what you're trying to do? Is move through here quietly?
Yeah, so I'm trying. I mean, obviously I'm not visible, but I am trying to go stealthy so he can't hear me as well. You know.
All right, yeah, go ahead and throw me a blind check in case that becomes an issue. Okay, yeah, you can feel free to continue moving. Okay, as you get to their tavern, I'm going to go ahead and put us into initiative order. That was actually not a stealth check, that was a perception check. You are surprised.
No, I'm not surprised, Adam. I played D&D with you for a few years now. Nothing surprises me anymore.
Fair enough. You're mechanically surprised. How about that? All right, we'll get you there. Okay, and then based on the distances away, I'm not going to put the rest of the team in initiative because I don't think it really matters at this point. So, Tavern, essentially, your turn comes and goes. You're no longer considered surprised at this point. However, then you are covered in a cloud of fog.
Oh, for God's sake.
The grill took over the Orogs.
Seems that way.
After that occurs, you can certainly feel movement around you, Tavern. You can feel as though, like you're like, yeah, I will say you can almost feel tentacles dangling very close to you. And
Can I tell from what direction?
Above you.
Okay.
And then it is your turn, Tavern.
All right, I am going to use my turn to disengage.
Okay.
And I'm going to go back out the way that I came from. If I need to use the walls, I mean, I'm close to the walls and everything, so you let me know if I need to use the walls for that.
All right. As you step away, you've disengaged, but that does not help you against attackers you cannot see. So give me a defensive roll at disadvantage, please.
I think because I'm shorter, I think I get that with neutral. So
Unfortunately not.
yeah, just throwing out ideas. So
Okay, nice roll. So even at disadvantage, yes, you manage to evade as these tentacles lash out towards you.
all right, Adam, I think I was here, right?
Yes.
Is that okay? And then, so my action was there. My bonus action, I'm not going to use a bonus action key point for anything right now.
Okay.
So, but I am going to yell, growl. Hopefully, my team knows what that means. I don't know.
Okay, so you are yelling from your current position. I'm going to do a quick distance check. So that's quite far away. So you're yelling. It is tunnels. So I'm going to make this we're going to call this a DC 12 perception check. So Serena, Thaleen, and Gordon, go ahead and throw perception checks. You can make these publicly. You're looking for a DC 12 if you hear this or not. All right, so two of you do.
Public perception, you said?
Yes. Okay, so all three of you do indeed hear this. So I'm going to put you guys. I'm gonna add you to the initiative. But
Hey,
being that
Adam.
you're still off map, we're going to have to do this a little bit of an ad hoc way. So, yeah, so I'm going to say you guys come in at the top of the next round. Tav, are you going to ask something?
Well, I was just gonna say, just as a reminder, I am invisible. I don't know if he can see invisible, so I
You
don't
sure
know if that.
can.
Okay, all right, super.
All right, so that was your turn. Your turn ends. Then it goes to the creature's turn. And let me see, I'm doing a quick double check here. Yeah, so he is going to move out to here, and this will make him visible to you. He is then going to attack you from there. So I will need a defense roll. All right. As the tentacles lash out towards you, you manage to evade those tentacles. And then from there, he is going to move again. To there. Okay, so that was his turn. Then we'd be to the top of the round. Serena, you're acting at the top of the round. You're currently 55 feet off the map. You've heard Tavern yell. What would you like to do?
I yell, "He said grill!" And I start running.
Okay, so you yell. Blixel, you clearly hear that. So you're about 45 feet away from Serena. So now I'm going to add you to initiative, but you'll come in the next round. Okay, so and then you said you want to run and dash to get as close as you can, Serena?
Yep.
Okay, so 55. So you basically get on map, and then you've got 5 extra feet of movement to spend. So I'm going to put you on map, and then I'm going to move you onto map. All right, you get there with 5 feet left to spend, Serena. What would you like to do?
Take another step, and I'm gonna say, "Where are you at?"
Okay, that is the end of your turn then. Gordon, you're at the 60. I'm sorry, wait, that was 50, 55. Yeah, you're at the 60-foot away mark, Gordon. What would you like to do?
Walk onto the map.
All
Oh,
right.
oh, dash into the map. Yeah.
All right, so technically you're going to be 5 feet off map, but just for simplicity's sake, I'm going to put you on the map, and you just have 5 feet less movement next turn.
Copy.
All right, so I've put you onto the map. Let me get you over there. All right, now you should be on map. Like I say, you're technically at negative 5-foot speed at the moment. You've moved and dashed. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay, Blixer, you're not in quite yet. So then it is Tavern's turn.
All right, I am going to just gonna back up a little. I'm gonna just go up in this area here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna yell to my friends. I'm up in the north cubby. The grill's doing its Heidi thingy, and no, you're not seeing me. I'm invisible.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, they still have that thing on, but I just say that I'm up in the north cubby hole. Adam, I don't think it really matters because, well, I'm just going to take the dodge action actually. So
Okay.
this is an official dodge since he can see me invisible dodge. So.
All right, fair enough. Okay, so, all right, and then you're not quite sure what happens on this turn, but then we move to the top of the next round. Oh, actually, no, we skipped Saline. Saline, it's your turn. You were 55 off map.
I will move 30, but I will stay there and dodge.
There's
Alright.
a place next to me that seems fine.
No, that's okay.
Okay.
I'm back here.
All
So
right.
Saline, you are 25 feet off map now. Remember that. And then we would move to the top of the round with Serena.
I'm going to. I'm gonna say, where is it? I'm like looking around every corner as I run through here. And then I think I can see the edge of the fog here at this point, right?
You can, yes.
Um, and I'm going to hold an action to. Actually, I'll get a little. I'll dash and get close. I'm gonna get to like here, and then basically I'm gonna wait for somebody to dispel this stuff.
Okay, so you've
Somebody.
moved and dashed. Okay.
And is drinking a potion an action or a bonus action?
It is an action.
Okay, that'll do it.
Okay, so then we move to Gordon's turn. Remember, you're -5 speed.
So there's 10, 20. No, 10, 15. 20, 25. Now that I'm here, Adam, is this a ridge to my right?
Yes, to your north, it is indeed. Yeah, that's about 20 feet up, is where you can see the ledge.
And the walls, everything to my south are walls, I'm assuming.
Yes, everything else besides that ridge to your north is walls as far as you can see.
All right. I'm going to go. I'm going to go away from that. I'm going to go 5 feet here. And I'm going to dodge.
Okay, so then it would be Blixel's turn. You're currently 100 feet off map. What would you like to do, Blixel?
And I see everyone like moving forward, I guess.
You only see Celine at this point. The rest of your team have moved so far beyond that you can't see them.
I will start moving up and just dash with this action.
All right, so move and dash. So you're now 40 feet off map. Okay, and then we move to Tavard's turn.
All right, I'm going to wait for the rest of the party, but I am going to yell to the group. Do we just want to wait out the its spell, or maybe it dissipates? And I'm going to go ahead and take the dodge action. Why not?
Okay. All right, and then it would be Celine's turn, and you're 25 off map.
I will move 30 to get on the
Okay.
map.
All right, let me go ahead and get you on map.
Tavard's up there to the right.
So you
North.
should be on map now, Celine.
Okay.
So you've moved 30, but you still have your action, of course.
Of course. But I cannot see Tavard.
You cannot. He
Yeah,
is invisible, so
yeah.
even if you could see him, you can't see him.
Yeah. And I don't have my bless spell, so I'm gonna stay here and dodge because I hear. Was I able to hear Tavard when he said that?
He shouted, so yes.
It lasts an hour. We can try to back off, but it would take a while, and that's my turn. I dodge.
Okay, then before the top of the round, Serena, you are attacked by an invisible creature, so I will need a defense roll at disadvantage from you.
Not me.
That is going to hit you. All right, you're going to take 11 points of piercing damage, and you are grappled and restrained. You are then pulled to the southwest. So the creature becomes visible to you momentarily, and then he pulls you into the fog cloud.
I'm so far away.
Well, remember, he was invisible, so he didn't attack you from the fog cloud. He attacked you invisibly, became visible, and then pulled you into the fog cloud.
Is
Anybody
fog cloud
seeing
not
this?
concentration?
Well, that's a great question, isn't it? And I was
I
hoping
guess
you
it's
guys
not
picked
what we
up on
think.
that. So,
I guess it's what we think.
all right, so top of the round, Serena, it is your turn.
Right.
You're currently in fog and you are grappled and restrained. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I forgot you had to make a con save there, too. What was that?
That's what I was wondering.
Oh, yeah, that one's real bad. Okay, let's see a con save, please. You will fail this save, Serena. Okay, you are currently paralyzed. So, being paralyzed means essentially your turn ends. Oh, wait a minute. So you have advantage on saving throws against poison. So this is a poison that makes you paralyzed. So that's a 21 for you. So you're actually going to succeed on that.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so you're not paralyzed, but you are currently hanging in the fog cloud.
So restrained. Does that mean I can't attack?
Restrained means you can't move. Your speed is 0. You're currently grappled by the tentacles, so you can try to swing at the tentacles even though you can't see them. But you don't. I would say it's pretty safe that you know the creature's above you, but you're not sure you're going to be able to actually hit the creature. You might be able to hit the tentacles, but you can, swing wildly and try.
Okay. I will rage first. That works.
Sure, yeah. If you got a rage usage, you can use that bonus action. Okay, so it looks like you can deal some extra force damage. Oh, when a creature hits you. Okay, got it.
I try to attack.
So that will miss.
And extra.
That will be a fumble, Serena.
Can she only fumble on the first swing?
Oh, yes, good call. So that's just a miss, yep. Got excited, saw that red number. All right, so that's your 2 attacks. You're currently raging. That was your bonus action. Anything else, Serena?
I'm gonna scream, and I scream. Did anybody see that? I'm in the fog cloud. It's gonna eat me. And
Okay, Gordon, your turn.
All right, where did I hear that? I'm gonna take 5 here. Where did I hear that? Directly to my west.
Yes, it definitely came from your west.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I still don't see a fog, so I'm trying to keep an action. There's my movement. I'm not gonna be able to see him even if I'm gonna take. I'm going to take an action to dash. So here's 5, 10, 15. Ah, here's the fog. It's down here, guys. Okay, and I'm gonna move there, move back. I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay, Blixel, you're currently 40 off map. What would you like to do?
I'm dashing.
All right, so that will get you 45 on map. Let me go ahead and put you on map. So that should be everybody now. So I'm just going to go ahead and move us all. All right, so you are currently on map now, Blixel. And that was 45 to get there.
Okay. So I'll go here. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay, Tabard.
All right, I'm gonna come down below here. I'm gonna tell Gordon I'm right behind him. I'm gonna go ahead and actually I'll go one more. I'll wait right there, Adam. I'm going to go ahead and hold an action that I'll hit something. I'll swing at something if it comes within my reach, and
Okay.
that'll be it.
Okay, Saline.
All right. I think. God, I think the best thing to do here right now, since Serena and Tavard are kind of too far away from me, I'm gonna come here 5, 10, 15, and I'm going to upcast Fly on myself and Blixel.
Okay.
Yeah, so to get us in there. So I will click the spell to burn the slot in a second here. Now the two of us have a flight speed of 60 feet. And remind me, when you gain a different kind of movement speed, I used 15 movement to get here. Do I still have, would I still be able to, how much would I be able to fly?
45.
45, okay. So we're gonna start doing that, so 20, 25, 30. Gordon, where is it? Oh, I see the edge of the fog.
Yeah, straight ahead.
Yeah. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and I will park here for now. Because I used my action to cast the spell, I will be 5 feet off the ground. So not enough to die if I fall, take damage if I fall, but levitating here.
Okay, so before the top of the round, Serena, you feel yourself being moved, and then I need a defensive roll at disadvantage from you.
I'll just use this. Never mind.
Okay, you will be struck
Can I-
by this.
Too slow.
What would you like? No, what would you like to do? We haven't rolled any damage or anything yet.
Well, I should have said that I would use a luck point.
Oh, unfortunately, yeah, that one you do have to say luck point of hit, but don't worry, you're going to get another chance in just a moment. So this one will hit you. So it's going to be 17 damage. You're raging, so we'll cut that down to 8. But I need you to make another con save.
Let me do it. Can I play this card on that hit, Adam? Because it says after you take damage.
Let's see. Yeah, you can certainly do the damage jinx.
So we'll take that down. Is it 3d6? I'll roll it.
So remember, this reduces it. So the 17 becomes 6, and then you would take 3, Serena.
Okay, and then it should be taking some force damage from that attack.
Yeah, so first make your con save. You will have the set advantage. So 21, that will succeed, and I believe it was just 1d6 force, right?
Yep.
All right, go ahead and throw a 1d6. Okay, so 6 points of force damage.
It's injured!
Okay, and then it is going to attack you again, also at advantage, so another defensive roll at disadvantage.
So I could luck point this one.
You can say luck point if you fail, yep. So you would be hit here, so go ahead and burn a luck point. So that 14 becomes a 20. You are not hit that time. Okay, so then we move to your turn, Serena. You're currently in the fog. You're not even sure where you are. What would you like to do?
I say, what was the plan?
We're coming, Serena. I just need an action to do something.
And she's torn between feeling like it's helpful that she currently, even though she doesn't know where she is, she knows where the Grell is, but then her sense of self-preservation comes over her and she does ghostly flesh in an attempt to extricate herself.
Okay, so use your action to do this. You become ghostly. So 1 minute until you end. Okay, so you have fly speed of 30 feet. Got it. Okay, so you shake off the grapple now. I think that happens automatically, right?
It says you have
Oh,
advantage.
right. Oh, I thought this was automatic for some reason. Oh no, I was thinking when you got swallowed, you were able to move through physical things. But I guess this is different. Okay, so additionally, you have advantage on ability checks. Save them to escape a grapple or against being restrained, and you can move through creatures and solid objects if they are difficult terrain.
So
That's kind of worded kind of odd because
it's
It-
like it
sounds weird.
conflicts itself.
it does, because it says you can move through solid objects, but because it says you have advantage on ability checks to escape, that tells me you don't automatically escape, right? So, yeah, that's a little bit odd, but yeah, we're going to go with how it's written. So, so remember, you need an action to break a grapple. So you've used your action to ghostly flesh. So technically, you're still grappled. So knowing that, is that still what you want to do?
Boy, that makes that even weirder, huh?
Yeah, I don't think this has come up before. Like when she got swallowed, and she's like, "Oh, I fly through the body." We were all like, "Oh, that's genius." But for some reason, I guess they're kind of counting you as like semi-ghostly. So it's gripped on enough to you that you can't just move, but you could actually move through it on your turn. But because it's technically grappled you, you can't. Yeah, it's a little bit weird.
But I can't do another attempt to break the grapple, can I?
So if you use Ghostly Flesh, that would be your action, which means no, you don't have an action to break the grapple. But knowing this, I'm okay if you want to take this back because you were thinking this just broke you free automatically. So if you don't want to use Ghostly Flesh, then you could use an action to try to break the grapple.
Well, I'd like to do ghostly flesh so that I'll have advantage in the future.
Okay, yeah, you could definitely do that.
And am I gonna lose my rage though?
Yes, because well, let's see. Did you take damage last turn? I think you did, so that means it would stay up.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll just keep it on so that I can continue to struggle.
Okay, so you've Ghostly Fleshed. Got it. That's your action. Anything else?
I don't really have. Yeah, I don't think there's much else I can do.
Okay, fair enough. If that is the end of your turn, then we are going to advance to Gordon's turn.
All right. I see the fog from here on, but I still want to take a step up. Couple there's 10 feet. Now, can I dispel? I'm gonna try to dispel that fog. Am I in a good spot?
Yeah, I don't think you have to see the center or anything. I think you just have to see it. Yep, so you're choosing the fog as your magical effect that you wanted to add. It is less than level 3, so yes, it will be dispelled. As soon as it's dispelled, you are then potentially, depending on where you're at, going to be able to see some other creatures.
That
Okay,
was
so it's-
plural, guys.
Yeah,
Uh,
so
well.
it's There's 15, 20.
Oh, hey guys.
Yeah, so again, I'm just doing some measurement. So, Tabard, what you can see is Serena held aloft in the air, ghostly appearing as she's currently grappled by tentacles.
Hey, Red.
There's my 30 to there. And as my action and movement, I'm done.
Okay, Blixel.
Okay.
Go down here. Look at me. Follow my light shield.
I'm gonna rush. I can get to here. And I guess I'm gonna put a fairy fire down there.
And just to clarify, that was just a move, not a move and a dash?
No,
Right.
because of the fly.
Oh, right. Good call. I forgot you were flying. Okay.
So I zoom up here, and then knowing that Celine sort of ingrained this in Blixel's head over and over again, that he should use the fairy fire now. So he's gonna point down there. Let me make sure the range.
Yeah, and that one's actually a smart AoE, so go ahead and click that and center it where you like.
That's sort of the limit of his vision, so I guess it'll be right there.
Okay. Okay, so Serena, I don't think this is going to matter too much. So yeah, go ahead and throw a saving throw, Serena, and then
Dexterity.
yeah, dexterity, please, and then Blixel throw a spell effect roll.
Amazing.
Oh, you got the wrong thing targeted. That's a 12. So yes, Serena, you are affected. So now you're concentrating on Fairy Fire, Blixel. Tavern, you're no longer invisible.
Boo.
Anything else on your turn, Blixel?
Nope. Did I missed him?
Yep.
Where is it?
Okay, Tavern, your turn.
10 feet away from me.
And again, remember, the creature is currently flying, so it is over your head at like the 15-foot mark here, Tavern.
All right, so I'm going to drop my granddaddy's hammer, and I'm going to pull out my short sword and shoot twice.
You're going to shoot your short sword?
I mean, excuse me, my short bow. Yeah, see, I don't even get to use it that often, so I'm not, I wasn't even sure. Is that what this thing is?
All right, so Warhammer clatters on the ground. You take your bow to hand and you fire a shot. That first shot will miss. Second shot will connect. Okay, you have wounded the Grell.
All right. I'm just going to end my turn there. I'll save my key.
Okay, Celine.
All right. I saw Tavard go up this ledge here, right? How tall is the ledge?
That one's like 15 feet at its highest, and like more like 5 feet towards the base.
That's okay. I will come here and flying upwards. So you want to call that 20 feet to get a vision over the ledge?
Sure. Yeah, you can see Tavard.
Can I see the Grell?
You cannot, no.
I will keep going. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. There it is. Still 15 feet up in the air. I will try to firebolt it.
Okay.
And does luck points help if you fumble, or can I not spend one?
You have to declare a luck point before you roll. So you would have to say, if I miss, I'm going to luck point.
We will pass. So I will just blind send it.
Okay, so as you cast the spell, you're going to notice one of the tentacles motions and an area of force appears, absorbing your firebolt.
Okay, but that will go away on its turn because that is a shield spell, so it only used that on me. I'm satisfied. I will spend the rest of my movement to drift back down to 5 feet above the ground here.
All right, creature's turn. It is pulling Cerilia along with it as it moves. But first, it's going to go ahead and create an area of fog. Should have just moved that indicator off to the side, but unfortunately, I removed it entirely. So just a moment as I pull that back up.
Yeah, you might want to remember that next turn. I'm gonna get rid of it again.
Oh yeah, I have a feeling this could be one that hangs around for a bit. To get so in the habit of like, oh, it's gone, you remove it, you know. Let me double check the fox. Well, I think that was the size. Oh, 20-foot radius. Okay, that's a little bit too big. All right, so it is going to conjure the fog there, and then you're not going to be able to see it. It will move, pulling Cerilia with it. Okay, and then I'm going to pass its turn. Cerilia, it is your turn. I'm going to put you where you actually are. But before I do that, I'm going to fake pass your turn because I don't want the rest of the team to know where you're actually at. Okay, so
Great.
that's where you actually are, Cerilia. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
I will attempt to break the grapple with my advantage.
All right, so go ahead and give me your choice of athletics or acrobatics check. Okay, 24. Yes, use your action. You do indeed break the grapple. After you break the grapple, is there anything else you would like to do?
That was my action, right?
That is correct.
I'm gonna yell, I'm on the other side of the fog. It's
An
the rogue.
exasperated tone.
It's the Orog camp. I assume I'm not seeing any other living things in the
You are
vicinity?
not. No.
And my fly speed is
30.
it's slower than my walk speed.
Yeah, I believe it specifically said 30 in the ability, if I remember correctly. Yep, during it, you have a flying speed of 30 feet.
Damn. I am going to start running.
All right, as you move away from the creature, it is going to attempt to attack you, so I'll need a defense roll from you. That is going to hit you.
Does she
One-
have any?
That means
Because
I get
she's
to
in.
keep my rage.
All calculated.
All right, so once it hits you, it is going to deal 5 points of piercing damage, but you're once again grappled and restrained. And then I will need you to make a Constitution saving throw at advantage.
The only kind of attack it has.
With reach, yeah. All right, you succeed on that as well. All right, so I think that's going to be the end of your turn, but if there's anything else you wanted to do that I'm not thinking of, feel free.
Does it take damage?
It should. Yes.
Ooh, because I still have my rage. 3
3
force
points.
damage.
Yeah.
If it breaks constant, nope.
I say, don't worry, guys, I got him. He's right here.
Okay, we'll go home.
Just come through the fog.
Okay, Gordon, it is your turn.
All right, 5, 10, 15, half my movement. I see the fog. It's going away. Hopefully.
Yes, you use another third level slot to dispel the fog.
These are expensive, boys. Hurry.
We're working on it.
Serena, say something. Where do I hear her voice? To the
Right
bottom.
here.
Okay. 20, 25, 30. Action. Movement. It's a slotted spell slot. I got nothing else to do, boys. Get your asses down here. Serena's got him. We gotta watch her kill it.
All right, Blixel.
Okay. Blixel will zoom up.
Down this hallway.
Can only get to there. I don't really see him. But I'll just cast it, I guess, down here. So he'll cast Fairy Fire again.
All right, yep, go ahead and use your smart AoE and put it where you like. If you're happy with where that's at, go ahead and do trigger all. All right, your magic blasts out, but you see nothing is surrounded.
Oh man, I went the wrong way. That's the end of his turn.
Why are you casting things if you can't see where you're doing them?
All right, Tara, your turn.
All right, 45 is going to bring me there. I'm actually going to go ahead and use my action to dash then.
Okay.
That'd be 20. That'll be 45, and I'll tell the folks that it's down here to the east. And I'm gonna hold off on my my key points at them.
Okay, Saline.
We're flying. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45. 50, 60. I'll dash. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 30, 35, 40. Then we got 20 more. 45, 50, 55, 60, and I'll end there. And I will drift to the ground
Okay.
as I'm doing so.
All right. On the creature's turn, Serena, you're going to notice that the tentacles come off of you. You will feel that strange, almost like pressure, that weird hair on the back of your neck kind of prickle up, and the creature will vanish.
I'll reaction counterspell.
Opportunity
All
attack.
right. You can't, but you can reaction counterspell. Go ahead. All right. You burn third level slot, and the spell is indeed canceled.
I flip him off.
Nice.
All righty.
Actually,
From
Did it
Bailey doesn't.
already let go of me though?
it did, yes.
Nice.
The creature is then going to move.
It was using its
Opportunity
magical
attack.
hand tentacle.
Okay. Yep. You would like to take an opportunity attack against it? That will be a fumble.
Oh my god. You can fumble on reactions?
You can, yes.
Good question. I was thinking it.
See, you're just embarrassed.
Oh
Very.
yeah, I was watching too. I'm gonna let her know about this later.
All right. Top of the round, Serena.
Come here, you bugger. Oh, damn, thing's fast. Oh, I'm still flying, right? Like, can I land and
You can, yeah.
use my regular speed?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Oh, I'm so close, but so far. I'm going to throw a javelin.
Okay, so you reach to your side, grab a javelin, and throw it at the creature. That will miss.
Holy crap. Try again.
Unfortunately, you can't on this attack because you had to interact with object to draw a javelin, so you don't have another interact with object.
Dang it. I say, come back here and fight me.
It surprisingly doesn't respond. Gordon, your turn.
All right, here we go. The humanoid with legs is just going to run 5, 10, 15 puts me there, 15, 20 puts me there, 25, 30, there's 30. I'm going to dash 5, 10, 15, 20. Which way?
We're all looking east.
Savard points to the east.
Well, I'm going to step up there. And I think that's 30. I don't see anyone! But I'm thinking, we can't let it go! We kill it today!
Okay, Blixel.
Okay, so Blixel will zoom along the cavern ceiling. Good to hear. He still doesn't see anything.
Can he
Are you in
fly
the air?
over a hut?
Yes, I am trying to be in the top of the chamber.
So I would say to your east, past the hut, you can see just the head of Serena.
Okay.
Not that it's disembodied, but your vision's being blocked by the hut.
And I don't see the creature.
Not from there, you do not.
Hey,
He's
Adam.
looking at him though.
Adam, in case this is important or anything, because I know the other folks are flying, I remember this was a plateau.
That is a ledge, yes.
Yeah. So.
All right. Books will he'll dash.
Okay, if you're trying to fly over something that's dynamic lighting, just let me know where you're trying to get to.
Yeah, he's just going to go straight east.
So 30 feet will get you here.
Okay. Oh, there he is! I see him.
Maybe you can hit it this time.
Well, I used my action to dash, so no. But I'll get closer to it. Hello, Thingamajiggy. I remember you. You killed my friend. Now you're gonna die.
Okay, Tabard.
Adam, how high is this?
That one's about 20 feet up.
All right, so I do have a short bow in my hand, with 45 feet of movement. Well, never mind, because it would be half climbing. So I'll just do this. Is this also a ledge?
That is a rock wall.
Okay. What about this? Is this all rock wall? And oh, so
It is.
I'm assuming that I could technically climb up here.
You could just walk south because that's not rigid. It's like an inclined plane.
Okay, all right. Okay. Can you tell me what the structure here is that I'm trying to go through? And maybe
That's a
changed
very
my mind.
large hut. Like a living domicile for the Orogs, it's a large hut.
Okay, I'm sorry. My apologies. Where was I earlier?
At which point in your movement?
Yeah,
I think you did
I
one
thought
up
it was
like
some sort of
this.
platform or something like that. Yeah, let's just say I have 10 more because I think that's somewhere around right.
Fair enough with me.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go there. I'm gonna take the dash action.
Okay. Now keep in mind you're moving past this big boulder, so I'm going to count that square as difficult terrain for you. But yeah, you can dash.
Yeah, I don't know what I can go through or anything like that. So.
Where are you trying to go? Let's put it that way.
I'm trying to follow where I saw Blixel fly.
so you saw Blixel fly right over the top of this hut. So he basically went zoop and just flew right over the top.
All right. So then I'm going to go around here then.
Okay, so count that as 20 feet to get to there because you move through some difficult terrain.
Okay. All right, I'll go ahead and stop there.
Okay. Saline.
All right, we're flying up and we're seeing what we can see. So I will go diagonally 10, 20 feet up here past the ledge.
You can see a rock wall to your east and your south. There's another hut on the ledge that you're now able to see. It looks like the hut itself is kind of collapsed. You remember the shredder broke out of this one. The much larger hut to your east is still a little bit higher than you. If you're at 20 feet, it's like 22, 23 feet up kind of deal. So you would have to fly up to the top of like the 30-foot ceiling to see over it.
I'll go up there.
Okay, from this spot, I would say you can see Serena's head and then Rockwall.
Where the fuck is the thing? Serena, where is it? Can you ping me where Serena is? Because I can see her.
Sure, yeah, I'm going to point it out to you. Serena is here.
Okay. And is there space
Uh.
beyond her?
You see a rock wall past her from your current vantage point.
I will keep
Can
going.
we show her the direction that I'm looking?
Yeah, you can just say which direction you're looking. So you're trying to fly over this now?
Yeah.
East.
Remind me how much speed you spent so far?
This would be 40 to my current position.
Okay, so I'm gonna put you. So yeah, I'm trying to think what the best way to do it. So you said 40, so you basically have 20 left. So I can put you basically in any one of these 3 spaces. Since you're flying, obviously you've got the verticality. You know that Serena's right here. So from your current position, all you can really see is Serena, because again, the hut's pretty large. So where is it you're trying to get?
Which direction is she looking?
Southeast.
Southeast. Then I want to bank northeast if possible. So
So you
over
want
the
to be
hut.
here.
I would like to be 1, 2, 3. Can I go like I can't see the spaces. Can I go like here instead, or is that rock wall?
No, you can go there. Is that where you'd like to
I want
go?
to go there. Yeah.
All right, you zoom and fly over to there. Let me get you there.
Hey, there he is. And the ground below me, the hut is 25 feet tall, and the ground is ground
The
level.
hut's like 22, 23. Ground is ground level. Yep.
Okay. Then we are going to, because I'm in the air, Blixel's in the air. I don't know how high in the
Creatures
air.
in the air. So
Creatures
this
in the
is
air.
yeah, this is more like a tunnel. So you're probably looking at like 15 feet is the height max here.
Okay.
So you can assume the creature's like at the ceiling. Blixel, you didn't specify, but I think that's what your intent was as well, right?
Yeah, close to the ceiling.
Yeah. So they're both pretty close to the ceiling.
Okay. Then because there is cover, I will magic missile in an attempt to, I guess, bait out another shield spell. Every shield spell is 1 fewer fog cloud, so we're casting magic missile.
You would think so, wouldn't you? He does indeed use shield to block your magic missile.
Okay. And then I will use whatever movement I have left to descend as far as I can. I think that's only 5 feet.
Yeah, so you're still like 10 feet in the air, is what I'm going to assume.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, creature's turn is going to move. Once it knows it's no longer within line of sight of the counterspeller, you will hear or feel that effect once again around your face and around the back of your head. Serena, it is your turn.
Sorry, did it just go invisible? Is that what you said?
It probably did.
It
Probably,
moved
yes.
around the rock wall, so you couldn't see it, but then you felt that effect.
It is moving to the southwest.
I mean, it's pretty cramped quarters.
Now, are these ledges or are these rock walls?
Rock walls.
Okay.
If you get close to another ledge, like within 20 feet of it, I'll tell you if it's a ledge.
So I feel like if it had been in any of the area that I just traveled through, I would have probably felt it. Oh, I guess unless it flew up in the air, right?
So it's only 15 feet high here. So you're currently flying, right? Is it safe to assume you're flying near the top?
No, because.
Oh, right. No, you landed, right? Because you wanted to make advantage of your faster speed on ground.
Yes.
So, yeah, so your original statement is perfectly on point. If it was on the ground or only 5 feet above you, then you think you're running through here, you would have bumped into its tentacles at least. But if it was at the very height of the ceiling, then no.
I say, show yourself.
Yeah, that was actually the password. So it reveals it. No, I'm kidding.
Too bad.
I yell, I'm not seeing anything. I'm gonna hold an action to swing if I sense it within my reach.
Okay.
Actually, where is my... Actually, instead of that, I'm gonna use magic awareness and see if I can sense it that way.
So you can if you wish, but what I will tell you is you'd be familiar enough with this feature to know that this does not detect invisibility. You have to be able to see things to detect the magic in them. So even if he was right in front of you, this ability would not reveal him.
Oh, bummer. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna hold my action as previously described then.
Okay, ready to action to attack if you spot it.
Yep.
Okay, Gordon.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, right? And then
Yes,
30.
moving through that rock is difficult terrain. Yep.
All right.
No, back the other way.
What?
Flew over.
We're going west now?
Southwest.
Does the rock wall here go all the way to the ceiling?
It does.
All right, fuck it. I'm popping it. I'm going to do Hand of Destiny here. I'm feeling it. We got a chance. Let's see what fate will give us as my action.
Okay, you unleash random effect in a 30-foot radius centered on you. So if a creature, a hostile creature, is within 30 feet of you at the moment, it will be affected by this.
All right. We got this. He's dying tonight.
Okay, Blixel.
Okay.
All right, now because if you're zooming around, the height could be really important here. So you're at the cavern ceiling right now, which is 15 feet. So that's what I'm gauging you on as you move.
Okay. So he's gonna go down here. And then is this a ledge right here? You can
That
go
is a
over?
rock wall.
It just goes all the way to the top.
Correct.
Alright, so he'll go here. Is there any way towards in this direction that's like a traversable way?
No, not from where you're at now. No, that's just rock wall that goes to the ceiling.
Okay. Up to here. I guess he'll go right here. And then he will do Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
Third level.
All right, go ahead and post that bad boy.
Oh man, I rolled really badly for damage.
Okay, throw me a spell effect roll, please. Okay, it will succeed on that. All right, so it's going to take half of that damage, so 7 points of damage.
Yep. Damn. No. All right. That's pretty much it.
Okay, Tabard.
I'm gonna say, where is it?
I don't know.
Somewhere around here, but I think it's invisible.
All right. Adam, I'm just gonna shoot twice randomly. I am going to patient defense just because I'm not sure. More for a protection thing. I know I won't get the defense because I can't see it, but still for damage purposes.
Okay.
So I'll do that. I'm just going to shoot one shot up in the air, and I'm going to aim for right here, just because.
Okay.
Right? Why not? So.
All right, and you're shooting both shots that way?
No, I'm just shooting one that way.
And where's your second one going?
And the second one, I'm going to shoot up in the air right here.
All right, go ahead and post that one as well. Okay, both arrows seem to fly just through open air and strike the rock walls.
All right, I've already used my bonus action. I'm going to end my turn.
Faline.
All right, we're coming in at 10 feet up. I will play Minesweeper with the wizard's face. Always a great idea. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. What's this over here?
You can notice a lot of what appears to be like supplies and things. So you notice some barrels, some crates. There's some extra cloth here. It looks like this was the storage area for the Aurochs.
Okay. Am I able to see, does this look like a dead end up here? Or do I have to go higher to see that?
No, you can see that it is a dead end, but the dead end stretches back. Let me make sure you can see my pointer. The dead end stretches back to here. So this is all like open area, and it's about 15 feet high all the way to the back, and then it dead ends here.
Okay. I'll keep going. I forget, what was that? Was that 30?
Yep, that looks right to me.
Okay. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I cannot ready a spell because I'm concentrating, so I will just dodge.
Okay, anything else?
We're good.
Okay, so as your turn ends, to try to speed this up a little bit, what I will say is you don't spot the creature, obviously. You don't hear it. You're not sure where it went. So rather than ask you guys to go through each of your individual turns again, is there anything concrete or material that you're going to try to do that you think is going to have a significant effect? Like a Blixot, you might want to do Dissonant Whispers again. That certainly potentially could have an effect. How about anybody else?
And swing wildly into the air.
Okay. So that won't have much of an effect, but Blixo, do you want to try a Dissonant Whispers again?
Yep.
And where would you like to move before you cast that spell, just in case range is important?
Ma'am, I'm gonna move here, I guess, and cast it from here.
All right, go ahead and post again. Now everybody's good giving up their turns, essentially. Gordon, was there anything crazy you wanted to do?
No, but I'd like to maybe, can I just move 5,
You
10,
can certainly
15, 20,
move.
25? I just want to be close to my friends. And then I would dash just to be up here. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, that is going to affect it.
Nice.
Come on, let's break that concentration.
8 points of psychic damage.
Boo.
Damn it.
And then it must use its reaction to move away from you as far as it can.
That means we have a direction, boys and girls. Let's go.
Okay, so that was your turn, Blixel. Serena, you were swinging wildly in the air. Gordon, you moved. Blixel, you did this. again, I don't know that you know that it affected it, but I'm telling you it did. But I don't know that there's any like sensory feedback that you're like, yeah, I got it. Like I don't even know that you know that. Feel free to decide on your own. Tavern, Celine, anything crazy you guys are doing?
Unless the team is charging full speed ahead, she is not going to blind fire any more spells in the.
No, we're charging full speed ahead. We're killing this thing tonight. We have 10 minutes to kill this thing.
Well,
That's actually
she's-
what Gordon's going to say.
Adam,
She's-
for me, I'm going to try to move down here just to let you know.
Okay.
To at least get an area, get an idea of what's where, kind
Feel
of
free,
thing.
yeah, feel free to do so. Yeah, I'm just kind of going on like, 150% speed at this point. Celine, anything specific you're doing? I heard you say unless they charge, but you can kind of see how this is going. Anything specific?
Yeah. Where she doesn't think she can catch it with her own stuff. So, and she doesn't know that Blix will hit it, whether he does or not. So, I guess I'll just move a little closer, like to here, and just be spotting, trying to spot. But if I ascend a little bit, can I see more over here? Do you want me to just move?
Yes. Yeah, you can feel free to move around it and assume that you've ascended, no problem.
Okay. Oh yeah,
Okay,
this
so
still goes a ways.
with that in mind, I'm gonna basically take one more turn for the creature, and then so far only Blixel's really been kind of on point here. So Blixel, are you trying to cast this spell again?
Absolutely. I just keep moving down here, keep trying to cast it out.
Okay, so
I think he does feel like a slight connection with the whispers.
all right, so feel free to put yourself with, you're flying, so put yourself where you want within that range, and then let me know where you're at, and then post it.
He'll go here, I suppose, and do it.
Okay, so at this point, go ahead and post it. I will say you know that it's not within that range at this point.
Okay.
Okay, and from there, I'm going to go ahead and exit combat just to try to speed that along a bit. So, yeah, I would say, as already has been mentioned, you guys are, if you hadn't already known this, you are quite confident now that, this creature is kind of like an ambush creature. If it grabs you and it has the upper hand, it's going to sit there and kill you, try to eat you, right? But once it realizes it doesn't have the upper hand, immediately goes into self-preservation and tries to GTFO. So I think there was a really good question that was brought up before of there was both a fog cloud and an invisibility and the same affect both of those up. So that should give you guys thinking a little bit of potential possibilities, and feel free to talk amongst yourselves about that. But other than that, yeah, you guys find yourself in this Orog encampment. I will say, as you're kind of kicking around, just looking, seeing that kind of thing, you certainly do find bits and pieces of what I will call dead Orogs. There's like broken pieces of armor. There's most of them look like they've been chewed on or pierced through by like a really sharp apparatus of some kind. But most of the solid material has been gone, aka you're pretty sure this creature has eaten the Orogs. Yeah. Other than that, you if you wish to spend time searching around here, there's plenty of like kind of random junk. Mushrooms, some torches would certainly be reasonable. Spare wood. Maybe some mining picks here and there. Kind of random stuff like that. If there's anything that you guys are interested in, doesn't seem to be really much of any kind of value. Is there anything else immediate you guys are looking for?
The growl.
Is there any sign of the
Don't see him.
shaman's headgear?
Go ahead and give me a blind check on that, Blixel. Again, this is a pretty wide area that you're searching. See if you can find him specifically. No, you don't find any signs of what the shaman was wearing anywhere. All right. If there's nothing else, then I will advance you guys a little bit. I'm going to say you guys spend, 5-10 minutes kind of, again, kicking around here, looking, seeing what you can see if anything jumps out to you. You do notice these accumulated rocks here. And if you remember, you guys came from the other side before, This is where they originally blocked it off, so you're quite certain that this passage leads back the other way, which was the way you could have come if you wanted to break all these rocks and things down. Other than that, as a final massive FU, Tavern, when you go back to pick up your Warhammer, it is not there.
What? I'm gonna have to go get another one.
That Grell stole your hammer.
What a piece of shit.
No, he wouldn't steal the hammer. Someone's. Is there like a golem walking around this cave?
You don't see one, no.
But that's
This girl
okay.
is worse than Miele, you guys.
Adam, I cast detect item, and I know this item very well. Can you
I don't
tell me
think you
where
have
it is?
that spell, but that would probably work.
Okay, then I'm. Oh, you don't have it? Oh, I was gonna play my card. I try to take. I have a card I wanted to play before the end of the session, but
I have no spells. So
thought
Well,
it might have
just
been
in case, Bill, you go ahead and play your card since it's the end, and Brian just reminded me of playing card.
It's my fault.
It's a massively negative, impactful one, too.
you know what? If you're gonna get a red card, this isn't a bad one to get.
It is not. No, next 1 minute, you're making skill checks at disadvantage.
Ah, shit.
Probably why you guys didn't find anything. Subtly, this was in effect.
Easily.
All right, guys. Well, we're really close to the end of our session. Is there anything else specific you guys want to do here? If not, the question I'm going to ask is, what is your intentions for next session? What are you trying to do?
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cast a spell on Serena at level 2. You get that. And I'm playing my card. See what happens. I want to roll on that table.
Okay, interesting.
Oh, no.
This is usually more for like battles. It can have like a massive impact. I don't think it's going to have much of an impact here, but let me see. I think I haven't built this table out.
It could turn me
There could
into
be
a
a
rabbit.
fireball centered on himself, you know.
Oh no, there can't.
Oh, actually, I think you are right. I think that is in here. So let me make sure. Yeah, so I think you can see this table. So if you go over to the collections area, Brian, where you see like the 3 icons, and then scroll down under the header of rollable tables, there's a lot. So you might have to scroll down a little bit. But there's one kind of nearish the bottom called Wild Magic Surge. Do you see that?
I'm getting there. Yes, I do. I see it. I'm gonna roll it. Here we go.
Yes.
Didn't you? No.
All right, so there you go. So Spectral Shield hovers near you for the next minute, and you get +2 bonus to AC and immunity to magic missile.
Isn't that cool, Serena?
Very cool. That's a neat trick.
Thanks.
All right, guys. So again, qualifying what exactly safety means to you guys. You know this Grell potentially is still around. Have you heard it enough that it's really trying to get the heck out of here at this point? Is it just going to go lay low, maybe go back to its other lair and try to ambush anybody that comes through once again? What is your intention? And I think if your answer is we want to try to hunt it down, what I'm going to ask is you've seen its tactics multiple times now. What are you going to do to try to stack the deck in your favor to really be able to take this creature down?
Well, I'll say I think I'm confident that we can come in here and get the gold. The only variable is the growl. So maybe we escort the miners to get, sit here and wait and protect them for a week or whatever, and maybe it's gone, but we can't put the miners in here without knowing the Grell is not going to eat, because they destroyed the Orog camp.
Yeah, I'm surprised. There were still like almost a dozen of them, right?
Right.
And it still managed to kill all of them.
Actually, there were not. You guys might not remember this, but there was only about 5 Orogs left by the time you guys were said and done.
I knew there wasn't. I knew there was less than 10, but I didn't know how many.
So.
But even so, like, they're miners. They're going to be working. We need an escort. Like, that's going to be a thing. Maybe it's something we could drum up as an escort for a couple weeks.
So I think what I'm hearing, if I can super summarize, is leave this area, head back to the capital, get the miners to come here, and potentially hire some additional security for them, or you guys are acting as security for them for a week.
Both.
Both. Okay. Sure. Yeah,
And
that's
there'll
an
be
option.
bait, so the grill will come out and we'll kill it.
And you can certainly do that, but remember, you're going back to the capital. So what I would suggest is think about what you could do to really stack the deck in your favor. So you know, basically, once it sees you, once you know it's there, it's going to try to run. So what can you do to stop that, right? What can you do to make it where it can't get away from you? What can you do to really make things to your advantage, right? So some things to think about. You guys should definitely discuss that. But right off the top of my head, something that you can paralyze it would be huge. Something like potions of sea invisibility would be pretty big. Ability, obviously you've done your dispel magic to kill fog clouds, but it seems to be able to conjure those whenever it wants. So it's kind of a losing battle if you're burning 3rd level slots and it doesn't cost it anything.
Right. So like hold monster, but I don't think we have that. But
There's
Earthbind.
Earthbind. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
Earthbind.
that. Well, remember, you also have a bunch of shops back at town, so I don't know what kind of resources you guys have, but that's something to always consider. Like a low-level potion of sea invisibility, that could turn the tide, pretty significantly.
We're killing this thing, Adam. You're not.
I
we're
want
not.
you to, but each time you guys fight it, I'm like, well, it's going to run at this point, and I'm not sure you guys knew that necessarily, or if you did, had a really good plan to stop. So I want you to kill it, but
I know.
it's not going to just be like grr and dash at you guys, So
We're gonna get it.
So keep
4th
those
time's the
thoughts in
charm.
mind. I think I've got a good idea then. You guys are going to plan to exit here, head back to the capital, get arrangements to bring the miners and you back, and you
Yes.
guys are going to stay here. And so we're probably past some time if you guys are willing to spend like a week or so here, and we'll figure out if there's other things you want to purchase once you're back in town. We'll kind of figure those out, but that gives me a good idea. And I guess just real last question I'll ask is, how did you guys like the 2 cards this time? Cool or too much?
I liked it.
I liked it.
I love because we could play it more often. I loved it.
Was there anybody that didn't like it? Was there anybody that thought it was too much? Or is terrified of the 12 red cards random chats?
I
Oh, sure.
don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I feel like it puts I don't know. It sounds like everyone else likes it, but I feel like the more cards are in play, the less is really in our control necessarily.
There's
It just
definitely more
feels
randomness.
it feels more random. I know a lot of people like that. I won't protest if we do it more going forward, but just something to keep in mind that our plans have so far not.
So knowing that, here's how I will assume. I will assume we're going to do 1 card again next week, unless you guys specifically say, hey, Adam, can we get 2 cards today? Then I will put 2 cards in play, but otherwise I'm going to assume we are doing 1.
If the team wants to do it, I'm okay with that.
Okay, good to hear. So we're a little bit over. Appreciate you guys hanging with the technical issues, and yeah, another difficult battle with the Grell. So got your plans for next week. We'll pick up next week, and we will see what you guys are able to accomplish. I hope everybody has a great night.
Have a great night, everybody.
Yeah,
Have
yeah.
a wonderful Christmas.
Good job, guys. Merry Christmas.
Happy
Merry
holidays, all.
Christmas. GG's.